Hello, traders. John at StockBookie.com. Today is our live session on 3/9/2017, and we're going to take a look at a couple different charts right off the bat, the SPY, the IWM, the usual suspects like we always start with, and go to my website, sign up for a free membership at StockBookie.com, and you'll get an email about 20 minutes before we start the live stream, and you'll get more technical analysis videos, trade ideas, trade alerts, and some educational stuff as well. So go to my website, sign up for the free membership, and we'll go from there. All right, let's look at the daily SPY. Let's get right into the technicals, and just kind of floating around today, 34 cents up, 30 million on the day. The volume's a little bit heavier at noon here, lunchtime on Wall Street. We all know that famous time of day. So here's the intraday action we follow on the 10-minute chart. So it's pretty much just chopping around up and down. We came back up into the moving averages, pushing down a little bit. Nothing crazy. Holding gap fill from 36.50 area, and that's what we're doing. Now we're going to wait for pattern, see if we go sideways and possibly drop a little bit more. Does the 20 MA come up into price and possibly pop this thing higher? Tomorrow is the jobs report. I'm thinking the better the jobs report, the free money policy that's been going on for about 8 years now will be slowly drying up, and the free money policy, Wall Street does not like that. That will possibly be going away. Everybody likes free money. Who doesn't, guys? What's up, guys? How's it going? Hopefully everyone's having a great morning. Not too much action today. Like I said, SPY's pretty much dead. Let's go to the IWM. IWM's only 15 cents up, but man, look at this, guys. Every time I hit that 140 area, starting to break down. We're back below the 50 MA. Let's see what's going to happen here. I don't know why we're holding. Let's take a quick Fibonacci. Yeah, okay, so the 618's right here, as well as this trend line. That's why we're kind of stalling out. Let's see if we could possibly have lower prices. You still have a gap fill around 135.08. I'm thinking we're going to get there. Then I think we could easily retest these lows at 133 possibly. So still early to tell, but nice fade on this. After it tried to pop up, made a new all-time high and reversed down. Nice reversal. Volume hasn't been that great, but if it starts picking up, I think we could be down in here really quick. And there's still a gap fill down here, gap window. And then ultimately you have the 200 MA down in this area around 126. Hey, what's up, guys? Let's see here. So the IWM. Let's go to the Qs. Qs, still same thing. Boy, just stick. Everyone who bought puts up here just getting smashed. That's what they're doing here. Amazon's up. Google's up, Netflix is up, Facebook's up, Apple's down a little bit. Apple kind of came down right out of the gate, and someone came right back in and saved the day on that one. So that was interesting action. And a couple other ones are fading off. But overall, markets are still up. 13 on the Dow, 3 on the S&P. The Nasdaq, it's 9.22. Nasdaq's the strong horse. Hey, what's up, Raj? Everybody, how's it going? All right, let's go to the DIA. DIA, same thing, kind of just fading off here. Have a gap fill. We need to fill at 208. So this thing could come down here, still bounce. You got the 20 MA. It's almost like hold it up, let the 20 MA curl up into the gap fill. So when it falls into it, you have a better chance of bouncing. So let's keep it holding here until this thing curls up and take it from there. Yellen's on a mission. We have 30 million on the day on the SPY, and light volume prevails. I wouldn't doubt we float, but let's see if we could get through the lunchtime hour, get into the 230, and see if we could pull back a little bit as well. Let's get into the IYT. IYT is a little bit weak, only 15 cents down, but same thing like the IWM. Made a new high, pierced through it, and then boom, nice reversal, bam, bam, right down to the 50 MA. Remember, guys, the IWM and the IYT need to start leading here. I know I've been preaching that for a long, long time. When it wasn't, then finally it started taking off. But this should have been leading the way a long time ago before all these other indexes hit all-time high. So beware of that. If this thing continues to go down, here's your line down here around 164.56. And if we get below the 50, I think we can hit that. And there's a gap fill too, right around 163. Let me put that in there. Roughly, 163.78. So that's a good area for a possible bounce if it gets down to there. But one step at a time. Let's see if we break down. These markets are tough to break down on no volume. Again, we're in the lunchtime hour. I wouldn't doubt we start shooting up and trying to go for the moving averages again. And that's the IYT. Let's look at the US, the USO, guys. That's oh my gosh, what a trade. I've been telling everybody for a while, for 3 months now. Bull bearish pattern, bearish pattern. If it gets above the MAs, it's still a little bit strong, but bearish pattern inside bar, and bam, look what's happening. We filled this gap down here. I still think we're going to 10 bucks. We get to 10, we'll wait for setup, and then we'll see if we could go lower and fill the gap here and go for double bottom here around 956. I still think we're going lower, and commodities are starting to break down. Gold's looking a little bit weak. I mean, it's trying, but we'll see. JNUG, that's a little bit, I think it's still green on the day. I haven't looked at it lately. I just got into the shop a little bit ago, but some trades are coming in, guys. We put some shorts out there to THO. The Burlington, I believe, was coming in, the MLM, and, you know, just slow and steady, guys. That's all we're trying to do. Each day we're taking off profits, and that's what we got to do. Period. You know, don't load up on the house. No more than 10% of your total portfolio in any position. If you're going to do options, maybe do $1,000, $2,000 position. Say if you have a $100,000 account, you don't want to go any more than 10% of your total portfolio in a share size. If you're going to do options, no more than 1,000, maybe 2,000 at the most, which is 1 or 2% of your total portfolio. It's all about, hey, what's up, Caesar? How's it going? It's all about money management, guys. As long as you're doing money management, even if you're getting killed on a trade and you're in 10% position of your total portfolio, if you're down in a trade over 50%, which hopefully that never happens, but you're only down 5% in your total portfolio. So it's not a bloodbath. And if you go half a position and you're down 50% in the trade, you're only down 2.5% in your portfolio. You're not getting killed. So that's how we roll here at StockBookie.com. So remember, guys, go to my website, sign up for the free membership, and you'll get the email alert before we go live. You get email alerts when we're doing posting videos, trade ideas, stuff like that. It's been really good. Got a lot of people signing up, and just want to keep it going, guys. All right, so that's the USO. Man, that's just crazy. I knew this was going to come in, but I never thought it. You know, when you get a pattern like this and we start breaking down, can easily go down into the $9 area. I mean, especially after this elongated candle. Hopefully some of you guys are in the SCO with me. That would be sweet. I am, and we're just killing it on that one. Today, SCO, just let's look at it. It's up almost 5%, but what a roasting here. I think we're easily going to go to 40. I'll sell half there. And then, gosh, you know, I wouldn't rule out 50 here, guys. We'll see. I'm not going to get too excited yet, but if I'm thinking the markets are going to pull back, yeah, see the IBB, guys, right back into the area. 2 days ago, we took the, well, hold on, before we start bouncing around here, UUP, a little bit down on the day, but oil still getting slaughtered. So now all of a sudden, dollar down, oil should be up, dollar down, oil going down. It was never connected. It was always a bunch of crap from the central bankers and the institutional money telling everyone to go long. Now everyone's getting margin calls in the USO, and guess where that's going? Lower. Yeah, it's funny shit. RBC, CNBC, better get in. OPEC's going to cut. Oil rally going to start. I could see $80 oil, and here we go, straight down. But for us, it's another trade. We get in, we get out. We were sitting in the SEO for a little while, but we're going to get paid handsomely. Hopefully in the next week or two. Hopefully it goes to 40 and then 50, and we'll be done with that one. So the UUP still strong, still in a bullish pattern above the MAs. Let's see if this thing starts to take off. GLD. GLD's holding on for dear life. I don't like the fact that we're getting below the 50 MA and the 20 MA, and now it's starting to curl down, but I'm still thinking a nice slight pullback here, so let's keep holding strong. We do have the 5-0 retrace coming up at 113.56, but, you know, again, I'm long in this position. I'm in around 110, so I'm still okay. If it comes back down, I'm all right with it. I still think gold's going up, but, you know, what the hell do I know? I'm just looking at the charts. You know, it did. Damn, I wish we would have pulled it off. You know, I should have. I didn't want to get cute on this, and then it has a little pullback and starts just rolling. But on the weekly chart, we're still in the 20 MA. I want to see where this thing closes tomorrow, so that's going to be big for this one on the weekly. So daily, it's below the 50, but this one's going to be even bigger for me at least. Needs to get back above this 20 MA. And hopefully it does. Whatever. You know what? It's a couple days down. We'll see what happens. Let's look at JNUG real quick. I had a lot of emails on this one lately. JNUG, yeah, it's going down a little bit, but it is holding this area. So I think a lot of the bulls are stepping up possibly. Didn't you have a gap to fill right there? You did fill the gap right here, but you do have another one here in a double bottom. So it is going slightly in a bearish pattern. If it goes sideways a little bit more, you have a good chance of it going down and maybe testing this $4 area. We're going to have to see. But it looks like commodities, silver, gold, they're all coming in at one time. So we're going to have to see how this thing plays out. But again, remember CMG, guys. If you came to my live session the other day, I don't know if anyone held on to this one. We didn't, or I didn't. But if you did, we took this trade right here at 403.05, right in the Pierce here. And look at that bounce, guys. What a flipping bounce. Damn, I should have stuck with it. But even a slight swing trade too. But gosh, it popped up. We sold. But man, look at that consolidation, and then boom, going up. You had a little bit oversold condition. I guess you're expecting a bounce. I thought for sure we'd come down a little bit lower, maybe test this and then bounce. Guys, if you're in this one still or long, think about taking something off. Might go to 420, retraces, and I think it's going to have the next leg down. So don't buy into this bullshit on this CMG. If you took it when we did around the 403 area, tighten that stop up, take your 11 or $8-9 and say thank you very much. All right, so guys, if you have anything you want me to look at, punch up the chart or punch up the symbol. Tell me if you want to go long or short, or just if it's stretched or whatever. Do dollar. Please do the dollar sign too, so I know, because people are doing like ADK or IDK for I don't know, and I'm 46 years old. I don't know that kind of crap, guys. I'm a trader, so all right. Let's get into Celgene. Oh, and the other one too was the IBB. Hold on, real quick here. The IBB right back to these highs again. It could pull back if the markets come back down again. This one could be the same exact trade that we did yesterday. Let's get into the 60 really quick. We're coming into double top, the big even number at 300. So keep an eye on this one. If this one starts to pull back, we could possibly do the same trade. Remember, we're in lunchtime hour, so things tend to float. If you wanted to give this one a stab, it's not a bad area. Maybe if it got through the 300 and pierced it by $1 or $2, maybe do that. But I don't mind this trade either. The volume sucks on this though. But so be careful. But if the markets come in, this one will do the same exact thing as tomorrow. And I don't know who's holding this crap up, but it's pretty amazing what these guys are doing. So let's see that right now we're at 299.78. Let's keep an eye on this one, see if it moves down. But I have no problem if you wanted to try the short. If it gets above the say 301, 302, you just got to stop out. Got to respect it. But I like this area again. I know it filled the gap yesterday, but if you want to take this thing short, you can give it a stab. But you need the markets to pull back too. If the markets don't pull back, actually, this one's pulling back a little bit now. We might actually have a topping tail on this one again. So let's see what happens. We got about 7 minutes on this candle for it to close. But again, we're in the lunchtime, so it's a little bit hard. All right, let's get into CELG. CELG, we're coming back up into double top here, right around 126.91. Possible earnings here pop up. I don't know if they had earnings again or what they're doing, but let's look at the monthly real quick on this one. Yeah, no, I like the fact that you had that, but for me, I'd like to see 130 to the 140 area. If you want to take this thing short, if you're long, let this thing go up a little bit more. Biotech has been pretty strong, so in whatever reason this one's going on, maybe they did have earnings today or something, but yeah, you do have double top. I see that 126, 127 area, but if it does pierce through that, you're probably going to 130, 135, and maybe double top. Keep an eye on this one. If it gets closer to 140, let us know. I'll keep an eye on this one too, just in case. You know what? I'll put this one on my list here. CELG. Yeah, watch for double top because yeah, it's starting to go off. And Trump chatter. Next thing you know, Trump's gonna be like, we're gonna destroy biotechs and pharmaceuticals. And next thing you know, it's $100 stock. So be careful with Celgene here. If you're long, enjoy the ride. If you want looking to short, let's see if we could get to 130, and then we can add at 135, and then add at 140. Our average price would be around 135. And let's try to get a little patient. If the markets start to break down, this double top will probably hold, and it'll probably start end up going down. So be careful with that one. Recently entered a GSS. What do you think? What Caesar? Which way, long or short? Oh gosh, I mean, if anything, you got a little tail here. Gosh, as long as you're staying above the 20, and this is the monthly. Hold on. Let's see here. What do you think? I don't like these low volume, low 73. I know if it doubles, you'll get your money and this and that, but something's going on here. You're not really. I mean, it could come down to here. I mean, it's probably a news-driven stock. Long, hard to say. I mean, right now you're below all the MAs. It's setting up in a bearish pattern. If it's news driven, I mean, you want to get back above these MAs and then possibly back up into this area. But honestly, right now it's probably holding holding that one there, the 750 retrace. If it starts to break below this low, you're probably heading to 63 cents. These are just too hard. I mean, they're all news driven. It's been popping and dropping, and if that breaks, you got a gap to fill down in here around 55, another pivot around 47. It's not really telling me too much right now, but it's weak below the moving averages. It's consolidating sideways in a bearish manner, setting up for lower prices. That's what it pretty much looks to me. Weekly chart. Weekly chart's not too bad. If the weekly chart now can get above the 75 cents or the 50 MA, then you have a chance here with a little tail. So hold tight on this. Let's see if we can hold. If you start getting, you crack this 69-cent low and it starts going to 63, you're probably heading to 50 bucks. So be careful. But if you're in this one, it pops up to a buck, just take the money and run. You know how I work, guys. All right, let's see here. Celgene, what's up, Carlos? PLCE. I know that one's just been a freaking pig, but don't worry, guys. It's going to be more of a monthly play. Oh yeah, it's coming in a little bit, but again, stretched on the monthly. This pig will come in. It's going to take, unless the markets break down, then it's going to be really quick and painless. But I'm still thinking we could come right back to 110. We had a little bit more today at the even number, so our cost average went up a little bit today. But still a small position. I'm not loading the boat. But you know what? I get 10 bucks out of it. I'll be out. And I'm expecting the markets to pull back. It could pull back today. It could pull back tomorrow. Next week, I'm looking more with Janet Yellen and her crap. Even if she raises rates and gives more lip service, guys, markets are getting tired of her bullshit, period. So, but yeah, that's a nice little pullback here. Nothing crazy. Hey, I'll take the 65 cents at this point. So, got my cost average a little bit up today, and then we'll go from there. So, but yeah, I mean, this on another stretched pig on the monthly, and just got to wait patiently on these. Gosh, oh, look at that though. Look how that trend line held. Went right into it, held it, and then took off. So this is another one, like, it's Children's Place, guys. This thing should be at least 150. They should start upgrading this thing right now. Oy. All right, let's see here. IBB. IBB just shucking and jiving, guys. Up and down, up and down, up and down. So it must be weekly option actions on this one. So apparently someone needs higher prices back here to push it up. They pushed it down. They're going to hold it up right here around the $300 area. I still think it's going down. We added more to our IBB and our XBI position short, and I'm sticking with it. I'm still thinking this thing's coming down at least 20 bucks or so, maybe more, when the markets do come down. Right now, they're just shaking people up and down. And then, they're going to hold it up here long enough so CNBC and all the talking heads can be like, it's time for the biotech breakout. Hurry up. Buy the IBB. Kind of like when the USO, when they were talking crap about that. OPEC's cutting. Remember in the beginning of the year, guys? OPEC's cutting. And you better be long oil because oil's about to break out. Then RBC started upgrading it, and oh my gosh, RBC, instead of upgrading here, they're upgrading it up here at 12 bucks, the USO or whatever, oil they're upgrading. We think oil's going to go to $75 a barrel, so I would probably say it's time to buy after it's already rallied 30%. It's going to be great. Then it pulls back, and even in here, they're like, yeah, oil's about to rally again, so I'd probably get long. And it's still going down, guys. Jeez. So yeah, so don't believe that crap. Turn the CNBC crap off and come to StockBookie.com. Sign up for a free membership, right? And you'll get email alerts and all that good stuff. I'm going to do commercials, guys. NVIDIA, I have a GeForce. NVIDIA. One day that will come in and I'll finally get paid on that trade. Slow. It's a monthly chart stretch. So all right, let's see. Hi, John. Plays on the job report. If report comes out good, the chances of a rate hike increases. Market choppy. If report comes out bad, market choppy. Maybe I'm bearish. Yeah, I'm bearish too of the overall market. At this point, I don't think Wall Street gives a shit what she does anymore. It's going to get to the point where everyone's going to run for the exit, and they're just going to give her the middle finger because she's probably making phone calls today. Guys, you got to be cool next week. Don't get crazy. My experiment with buying bonds and POMO and and trillions of dollars into the market, still working pretty good. I know there's no participation, but look what we did. I mean, my mom is so proud of me. Just like Greenspan when he didn't do shit in 98 and then it went right to 2000. And then he started raising rates and crash we go. And then, oh, it's the .com boom. It was this, that was that. It was the .com stuff. Now it's the Federal Reserve. Just like the housing crap. Yeah, that was part of the banks out of control, but the same thing. Federal Reserve, lowering rates, stimulating the economy, and then they don't know what to do. And when we had the crash in 2008 and 9, they for sure didn't know what the hell to do. It was a big experiment. Now they don't know how to unwind this flipping beast when they poured trillions of dollars. And you got to think they poured trillions, but that's all on leverage too. You got to think these big institutions have massive leverage out there. Apparently, everyone's leveraging themselves in long USO because of OPEC. And you know what's happening here, right here, guys? Margin calls. Dun, 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 dun. Not that it's happening now. You get one more day of bleeding, then people are going to get you have a margin call. You must send us money or cover your position or whatever. so be careful with that. Watch ELF. ELF. I don't know what ELF is. ELF. Gosh, that one came screaming down here. I don't know what this one is. Apparently, it's just, just IPO'd a little bit ago. Popped up here, came right back in. Yeah, I don't know what this one is, but it's not trading. Let's see here. Doesn't even trade on any shares. Yeah, about 500,000 a day or so. 200,000 today. Something's going on here. Maybe a gap up on earnings or something. But yeah, not sure. Yeah, this thing, just not enough for me. It's holding this top right here. That's where it came into, and this guy here. But yeah, there's nothing to do on this one. But nice pullback and then nice pop. If you were long in this one, you should have been out around 30 bucks. Long, Baba long. Nah, Martin, come on. Don't go anything long right now. No, it has a pretty good bullish pattern here. Choppy, sloppy, holding the 20 MA, holding the 50 MA. But what are you going to do? You're going to go up a couple bucks, maybe. I mean, you might get 4 or 5% on this one, but you have this big trend line. Darn it! Hold on. Love when that happens, guys. Pop it up above, yeah, because that's where I want. I want the volume above. I don't know how the hell that does that. It's starting to piss me off though. No, you got a lot of overhead resistance here. That's why this thing's chopping around. Just can't get above. For me, if you want to take a stab at it, long, you got to stay above these moving average. If it starts to hit 107, 108 area, you got to start tightening the stop. But if you're in this one long, you get below this 50 MA or the 20 MA and start heading down, filling the gap at 100, and you start cracking 100, you got to get the hell out. If you want to take a stab at it, I wouldn't do it. I'd rather be short Baba when the markets come in. This one's going to be coming in fast and furious. And the other reason why, too, on the monthly chart, you're a little bit stretched from the 20 MA. That's the mark where it's going to be coming down. And look at this. I mean, it pops up, retraces again to get all the suckers back on long, and then they're going to dump it in their face. For me, I'd go short this one. If you want to go long, you start getting up to 110, you got to get out of it. So, you're looking for $7, but on the downside, you're probably going to 85 bucks, maybe lower when these markets crack down. Shanghai was a little bit weak yesterday too, or last night's session, so you got to keep an eye on that. If it continues to be weak, these are going to get slaughtered. Everything's going to get hammered, guys. You're going to watch. And USO and the oil's the precursor to what's coming. And then gold too. And unfortunately, gold's coming back, which is really starting to piss me off. But I'm still in the money on that trade. I'm a gold bug, guys, and buying it at 110, 105. If it got to 105, $100 even, that would have been even better. But we're just getting a pullback. Everyone was loading up on gold 5 days ago, 6 days ago, and they're just pulling it back, just like oil. Everyone's loading up on oil. Look at the IBB though, guys. Damn, did anyone get that trade? Look at that. 190. So we were talking about it pretty much right here, right around the 299.85, pretty much the same exact trade. So you're already a buck in the money if you took that trade, and then go from there. Maybe not too long. Jaja, I hold on here. All right, so Baba, Martin, be careful with that one. I wouldn't do it. I'd be short in Baba for me. Maybe not too long. I don't know. Is that a stock? Jaja? I don't know. JAJ, I don't have anything for that. Hello, everybody. What's up, Isaac? Thank you very much. No problem. See, PNRA. PNRA. Is that Panera? Yeah, Panera. We're short Panera. We had the position right around 236. For me, I'm short. I like the stock as a shorting vehicle. I've done it plenty of times. We hit double top today. Short this thing. I think it'll come back in, but don't marry it. You get $10, $20 on this thing. It will probably come right back down here to 214, maybe 200 moving average. I mean, it's Panera, guys. This thing should be 400. No, short this thing. Yeah, we're short this one. We put a swing trade out. So short it and hold it. Monthly. I like the monthly chart. A little bit stretched from the 20 MA, but see how it gets stretched, comes in, gets stretched, comes in. Where we are again, we're getting stretched again. It's going to be coming in. When the markets fall, this is falling too. It's a light volume stock, which I don't like about it, but I'm adding a position. I've done this one a bunch of times. Here, 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 all short. I'm not going long in these markets at the all-time highs when the spies and everything's squeaking up. I just don't do that. But yeah, Beckham, yeah, Panera, short that bitch. Sorry, guys. I'm on a language streak today. It's one thing I'm working on with my kids and everything, trying to be, with the swearing. That's one thing I'm bad at. So ban the Fed. Yeah, right. It's unbelievable. Fun to CNBC. It's hilarious. Yeah. Well, come on, guys. What were the talking heads saying 3 months ago, right in the beginning of January? OPEC, they're cutting production. Then RBC or whoever comes in, and all these guys are like, oh, better go long oil. Here we go. All the shorts are gonna get squeezed, and then stock twits gets all green, and better short. And then I'm the only one going short in oil, the USO at $12, or whatever we started at. Well, we covered half. USO bounced up. We went short again, but we added the SCO position too. But we went slow and steady on the SCO as it was going down. Our average position is right around, I think, $34. I think I posted it on oh gosh, on what's that site again? Twitter. Twitter's good for something. A couple things, guys. SPY's starting to come back in a little bit. The IWM's looking weak. Where's the IYT? IYT's down 21 cents. That damn gold, though. If we really start going down, gold might have a little more pain, but gold will eventually reverse up, in my opinion. So if you're still long gold with me, just hold tight. I don't know if I'm going to add more up here. I mean, if it gets down to 110, maybe I'll add a little bit more, but we'll have to see how this thing goes. I think I missed a short on it. And didn't we talk about that today, Jonathan? Let's look at that one. NTRI, is it pulling back more? Yeah, damn. Yeah, this is one, didn't have a little bit more to go possibly. Yeah, I mean, it is in 618. This is what I was looking at. It could pop up to here. You did have this little pivot here on the monthly, which, it pretty much tagged. Puts are tough because this thing could sit and then possibly roll over. The markets need to roll over and all these will go down. I do like the fact that it is extended. Wow, look at that, 54, $2 fade on that one. Damn. Yeah, you know what? Just hold off. I'd rather see 57 or maybe up, and I don't think it's ever going to get up here. I mean, I guess it could, but if you want to take a small stab at it, just do 100 shares, maybe 200 shares. If it pulls back a couple bucks, take your $600 and say thank you very much. On to the next. This has a great opportunity to pull back, and if it does, I think you can at least get it back down to the $40 area, still $8 or so. So even if you took 200 shares, you get $8 at 1,600. If you get $4, you get 800 and get the hell out. Just play something like that. Short GoPro, no, leave that thing alone. They could get some news of a buyout or something, and next thing you know, that thing's ripping your head off. GoPro, I know what you're looking at. It's the allure of it's so cheap. I have to get in it, which I get that. I get that it's a cheap stock that that's the allure of it. I mean, it's GoPro, it's got to go up, but what happens if it continues down? I thought I had some lower prices, but this thing's funny though. This is funny because as this thing was coming down, I had 955, I had 866, and I had 824, and look at that, crack that. Oh man, I just couldn't step up on this one, guys. If the markets go down, I'd like it at $5 to be honest with you. Then I think people will be like, you know what, at 5, GoPro, got to give this one a shot. That's how I would do it. I just can't. Next thing you know, it's a $5 stock. And it's like, damn, I should have bought it. But I mean, honestly, like look at dry ships today. That thing bounced. That's one. whatever you want to bet on this on the long side, figure you're going to lose it all, just like an option. So if you want to do $1,000 worth of shares, do 1,000. If you want to do 5,000, do 5,000. Whatever you're willing to lose in this stock, go for it. If it goes up, though, don't forget to take a profit. If it goes up and you make 5 grand on 5,000 shares or something, then do that. But just go light. Whatever you're willing to lose, go for it. That's how I play these. Play it like an option, like it's going to zero. So I'm still thinking $5 for that one, maybe. Yeah, which is a guess, but man, so far I had 824 and everybody laughed, and it's still going lower. So just be careful of that one. MLM's coming in real nice, so that's good. ES just gave up the daily pivot at 23.65. Yeah, a little bit there, but still we're in the lunchtime hour. Let's see what happens. The IBB, if someone took that trade up at the 299.80 area, just, you're up $1, tighten that stop up, and hopefully if this market's pull back, damn, we should have took a trade. I mean, I told you, it's like, if you want to take it, you can, but I didn't do it personally. Oh, yeah, THO, yeah, that thing's playing great. I mean, it had earnings. We got lucky it went down, but look at that thing just falling apart, guys. Right here, though, we have some pretty good support right here, though, so don't think it's not going to bounce here. But, you had 3 days down. You could get a bounce right here. You also have the gap window at 91.817. If that breaks down, guys, we're going to $90. So, weehaw, ride 'em cowboy, huh? So, yeah, and the Burlington's coming in pretty good. We hit them sometimes pretty good. Some trades not, but yeah, look at that one. Same thing. We hit these trend lines and boom, right back down. So if you're in these, protect them. If you bought some puts, take something off the table. It's next thing you know, this thing goes back up and sits here for 4 months. These are the ones where it gets exciting, guys, where it's like, oh, my puts are paying off. But you sit there, howling and, oh, man, this is great. And then you forget about taking profits. Take profits if you have some on here. If you have shares, hold on to it. If you have puts, just, take something off and keep riding them down. If it goes down, if the markets break down, these will go lower. I promise you. These are all high-flying stocks, and that's why we're shorting everything. Someone said Apple. Yeah, short Apple. Isaac shorted. Short Apple, short Goldman Sachs, short JPM, short NetEase, short Priceline, short what else? Netflix, Amazon, Google, Facebook, short all those. They're all high flyers. They're all, when these markets go in, they're all coming down. I don't give a shit what name it is. So an Apple here, Apple too. Short this piece of crap. I don't care if Buffett, that's another thing. But Buffett bought. So look at that. Filled the gap today. No. Hold on. Did it fill the gap? And that's why we bounced. It's like everyone buys the dip. Buy the dip. Hurry. Buffett got in. I mean, it has to mean something. He bought in. Yeah, you know what it means? He bought Apple long. That's what it means. It means shit. Doesn't mean this thing's going to go down. He bought Goldman Sachs too, right before 2008, when it was like $1.60 or $1.40. Thing went down to $40. You know what Buffett did at 40? He loaded the house again. That guy can take pain. And now Goldman Sachs is 250. Do you think Buffett's holding on to Goldman? No, he's slowly distributing in everyone's face, and they don't know about it. But yeah, I mean, the guy's worth $70 billion. He can handle it. I can't handle that pain, so I short Apple, short it all. If you guys been following me, you know that. If it goes up, short it, especially if it's extended. Markets are almost done. The only reason we're holding up is because we have 32 million on the SPY, and that's pretty much been the what's happening in the last 5-6 months. Light volume, crap, no participation, and if no one's doing anything, that the markets can hold up. You got all the retail bag holders. They're going to be bag holders once again. DVN breaking down. Oil should be a good short below. Oil, we've been short oil. So DVN, if you're not short any of these, you're kind of chasing now. We were short Halliburton. Yeah, look at that breaking down. But it's Devon Energy. We upgraded it at 50 to 70. It's got to hurry by because OPEC. They're all starting to break down. Everyone loaded the house. If OPEC cuts, oh my God, oil's going through the roof. No, I've been saying it for frickin' 6-7 months. The U.S. economy cannot handle higher oil prices. Why do you think they came down when the last QE ended in November 2014 or whatever it was? Mysteriously, the dollar shot up and oil came crashing down because that was the next stimulus. We cannot handle higher oil prices. If oil prices go up, the consumer spending is going to go down. The Escalades are going to stop. The Suburbans are going to be on hold. The bigger houses, the vacation houses, the pool tables, the boats. It's all going to stop, guys. 2008, 7, same crap. Everyone's houses were worth triple. Everyone went out and bought boats. Everyone was rich, and then they slammed it to them. So, and don't think this time's going to be any different. It's just a matter of time when this all happens, because it's light volume crap and the Fed's in charge. And as long as there's no volume, they can float these things and just tell people that, hey, everything's rosy and great. Make sure you buy that big house because we've kept interest rates low forever. Financials after the Fed next week, BAC. I'd be short in the financials. They're all way overextended pigs. I mean, they're just unhealthy moves. Stocks don't move up like this. This is just unhealthy. Even this grind up. I mean, come on. February. This was a $52 stock. It doubled in a year. Come on, it's JPM. Are you flipping serious? And then these guys are upgrading this shit up here. It just freaking makes my head pop off. I want these guys' job. The upgrade JPM 120. We're gonna upgrade it. Oh, it's a buy up here, huh? What are you talking about? Why weren't you upgrading this piece of crap right here when it hit double bottom? Why are you upgrading it after a 30-point move? What are you doing to people? And then people actually buy on that crap. And then you know what? They buy and then they get murdered. So if you're short JPM, short Goldman Sachs, short BAC, again, Amazon, Google, Netflix, all these high flyers, they are all going to come in. Do it with shares and just spread them apart. Get into 20 positions. If you have a big enough account, do 10,000 in each position. And when they all start coming in, boom, just freaking take them off the table. Yeah, they're all coming in. Where's that? U.S. Steel's holding, but U.S. Steel, it's a Trump trade. But he promised that he's going to buy American steel and it's going to be from U.S. Steel only. And then it goes, same crap. Trump pulls back. Trump pulls back. Trump. Damn, I wish we would have shorted here. I was very tempted, but you know what? We did it here. We did it here. We did it here. We did it 5 times on U.S. Steel. So whatever. But man, that would have been a great short too. Look at that. Boom. That would have been a great area for a put. But you buy puts and then they hold it here for 5 weeks and then they drop it. You know how that goes, guys. All right, let's VXX brewing. Yeah, but you got to pick that one off perfectly. 20 coming up. It might be a spike soon. Sleeping. Yeah, I know. It's been draining for months. I know. And this thing, yeah, I mean, it's trying to hold double bottom. If you want to take a small stab at the VXX, guys, you can. But just beware, if this market goes nowhere, this is going to dribble a little bit lower. So, but yeah, I mean, VXX is looking ripe. Remember, this thing's a beast. So if if it starts popping, now honestly, I think we could probably get back here to 34 and fill this gap around 37.80 if these markets really start to rumble. 200 moving average on the daily is looking ripe for the VXX. Should be a good short below 40.48. Let me look at the DVN again. Yeah, the short would have been right here at $50 even number. I mean, the short it here. If oil gets a bounce, this one's going to bounce. If this thing bounces back to 45, then short it. But yeah, let that you're chasing it now. So I wouldn't touch that one. I mean, you get 2 big bar candles like this, you're going right here. You're going to 36. But I wouldn't hop on this one because USO is getting a little bit overextended to the downside. I would expect possibly a nice little retrace here. But I mean, we could still go down. But yeah, I mean, the short would have been like on the retrace here up to the double top 47, and then you would have followed it down. I mean, it gave you chances. Went down, retraced. This would have been the spot. Came down, retraced. Yeah, it wasn't that good. I would have liked the gap fill right here. But yeah, don't do anything with this. If anything, look, if it comes down to here, we'll maybe play it for the bounce. Let's look on the weekly really quick, just to see if there's any support on the weekly. Yeah, I mean, you're coming to the 50 MA here. Gosh, I mean, it was a hell of a run. Yeah, that would have been the spot right up around the 50 bucks. Double top, $50 Pierce, and look at that, down she goes. I'd rather see a bounce up and then reshort it on a retrace. I wouldn't chase it down here, but that's up to you if you want to do something. But I'd rather have it go lower prices. Okay, I see and I agree. Thanks, John. Looking at monthly, made it clear. Yeah, look at the thin air under DN. Yeah, exactly, Frank. That thing's. But you do have support here at the 50 MA. You have a double bottom, so it could bounce. I'd rather see if oil can bounce a little bit let it retrace, and then short it again. Let's see here. Momo. Yeah, we looked at this one yesterday. Let's see. Yeah, still, yeah, it came down a little bit more. We did look at this yesterday. You know, we were talking maybe 35, 36 bucks if it goes up. You know, if it can't hold this trend line here and comes right back down, then you're going to be in trouble. God, man, I, this is a tough one. There's just not a lot out there. It did go through the through this guy here. Let's move this one down a little bit here. Yeah, I mean, you could give it I do like the fact on the month. Let's look at the monthly. We looked at this one yesterday. It is a little bit stretched. I mean, it could go a little higher. This would have been your spot 33, 34 in here. We were looking at this one yesterday when it was pushing up to the top, but we were saying maybe 35, maybe 40. You know, I don't know why this one's going up, but maybe earnings or something, but it's not bad. You could give it a stab. If you wanted to go short here, if you get above the 34, 35, you just got to get out. If it goes to 40, re-short it. You can play it like that. But if it gets below this trend line and starts to rumble, I mean, this can easily be a $20 stock again. So if you want to do it like that, use the all-time high as a stop out. If it gets past 35 bucks, you know, and pierces through that, gets to the 35 even number. If it keeps going, then you got to get out. But, you know, you're chasing a little bit. It's not bad. We're floating in the lunchtime hour here. So if you want to give it a stab, go for it. Just remember, you know, if it gets past 35 or so, just stop out. Don't load the boat, no more than 10% position, and take a short. I mean, it had a goal. I mean, we're down 8% today. That's the only problem. Yesterday would have been the day. Damn, it looks like it closed right at the high yesterday and right down 8% one day. Damn. So just be, you know, if you could get another retrace on it to the top, then short it. Or short it here. If it goes up to here, 34 again, short a little bit more. If it gets past the 35 area, so just get the hell out. Play it like that. Let's see here. Adidas. This piece is extended. I don't think I have the chart. DDYY. Or do I? No. Oh yeah, there you go. Look at that. I didn't even know I had it. Wow, yeah. Well, it is extended. I agree with you. It could definitely pull back, but it almost looks like it wants to go for the 100 even number. A lot of times it won't get there. If you want to start adding here at 95, you could probably add at 97.50 and add a little more at 100. You get the pierce of and then hold on. If it continues up, you got to stop out. But I definitely like that. I like the fact that it came down. It retraced back up. This is getting more suckers on board, but it only has 59,000 shares traded on a day. Very light volume, so it could push up a little higher. But if you wanted to take this thing short, if you can, definitely I would have no problem with that there. And then also look at this too. I don't really like upsloping trend lines, but check that out. Right into it, guys. So if you want to give this one a shot, go for it. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Sorry, they won't allow. Yeah, see. You know what? A put wouldn't be bad if you want to buy a put, but just go maybe 2 months out on it. At least go into April's. Don't load the boat because when this one pulls back, it will be fast. But yeah, I was gonna say they probably won't let you short it. So, or some other, you know, if I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, not problem. Oh yeah, look at Tesla. But it's Tesla, the car. I mean, the Model 3. MO, Ultra Group. Yeah, thanks for doing that with the symbol and all that stuff. MO. Yeah, if you want to short this one, short it. ADDYY, no problem there. Right into the trend line, overextended, 4 months straight up. Give it a shot. That's no problem, guys. And if you're new to the live stream, go to my website, sign up for my free membership, StockBookie.com, and you get the email before we go live. You get emails on all this stuff, trade alerts, and whatever else we do there. I don't even know at this point. What do we do at StockBookie? So, but yeah, that's what eventually everything will be on that site. So sign up there. It's free right now, and then in the near future, we'll probably be charging, you know, some minimal fee, you know, just for my time, basically. I want to do this stuff full time, guys. I'm done with my printing company. I want to hire somebody, let them run it. And I want to do the trading stuff with you guys. I love this stuff, this live trading stuff. All right, let's see. MO. Yeah, MO. Gosh, you guys are looking for these high flyers. Good job, guys. That's all I do too. Oh yeah, look at that. And then you're at the 75 even number two. Yeah, if you want to short this one, short it. MO. No problem on that one. MO. I know you put that in there. What is this thing again? Alteria Group Inc. Tesla falling apart. Tesla so easy up and down. Yeah, same crap, Big Hoss. Same crap. And I've been telling everybody since it made the high around 300 or 296. Short it, comes down 100 points, goes up 100 points, short it again. And the guys who go long, sell it, buy it 100 points cheaper. Goes up 100, sell it, buy it 100 bucks cheaper. Their average price on that one, Big Hoss, would be freaking like 10 bucks long. And then you just let it run. but no one listens to me. Every time, look at that, it's falling apart again. Yeah, but it's Tesla. Elon's going to tweet, don't go short in my stock. That was the best. I never laughed so hard. You know, it's just funny stuff when you watch that stuff. But MO, yeah, if you want to short this one, definitely a great short here. 75, it could go a little bit higher, maybe to the 80. It is getting extended on the monthly chart. As you notice, see how it got extended here, pulled right back, starts getting extended here a little bit far, boom. This time it's getting extended again. I would definitely give that one a stab if you want to go short on that one. In fact, I'm looking, again, I got a bunch of trades on Twitter. I don't know, did we put a trade alert on MO? If not, I'm going to look real quick here, see if I don't think I do. I'm not in it, looking at my stuff, but I'm going to put on my Twitter play, swing short. I like MO. I like this one. MO at 76.40. That's where the price, 76.40. That's where the price is right now. Great call on that one. I love that. It might, like I said, it might go up a little bit more, but just, slow and steady. If it goes up to 80, start adding at 80 again, a couple bucks higher. This one should be coming in when the markets come in. Volume's not that bad either. So I just posted short swing on Twitter, MO 76.40. So if you want to enter that one, I have no problem with that. All right, let's go back. Tesla, yeah, let's look at Tesla. Still coming down. But it's Tesla. But it's Apple. Yeah, look at that though. You have a nice little tail here. Starting to come in on the monthly still, look at it. Like Big Hoss said, right here. I was telling everybody, short this thing. What was that, 100 points down? Could have bought back there. Goes right back up into earnings, short it again. Comes right back down, this time of 150, so that was even better. You could have easily gained 100 bucks on that one. Goes up again, right into this area, same crap again, short it again. Whoa, wait, this time it's different though, because he's making too many cars. Oh, it's so different, and straight back down. Yeah, just keep doing it. I mean, you could have done it, you could have sold here 1, 2, 3, 4 times and gained at least, let's go on the small, at least 50 bucks long in each time. So that's 4 times or 3 times here. This one will be the next one. That's 150 points you could have gained on this stock. And if you're a Tesla lover, just holding long. But instead, once you watch it go up and go down, go up, and then you can hold your capital in here for 5 years and make no money. Great trade, guys. Great trade. So, hi, John. XBI. Yeah, we're short the XBI, so that's what we're betting on. We added some more to the IBB trade too, around 301 as well. XBI or go long LAND. Whatever you feel more comfortable with. But yeah, short the biotechs or go long the LABD or whatever it is. But remember that, I think that one's a beast, so don't go crazy on me on that one. Let's see. Tesla, yeah. So I did the short swing on ALAB left, but I got out for a profit. Wish I would have held the money. Would have shorted again at 102. I don't want to chase. Yeah, what is it? ALB? Yeah, we went ALB. Is it yeah, told pretty, we did cover half. We covered half down here, popped up, we added again, and now we're short again. So now we're short in not a full position, but again, we took the position here, we sold half down here, we added again, pretty much, I think almost like 4 cents away from the original price, and now we're right back in the money again. So we already did it once. If it comes back down, we'll cover it again twice, and then we'll let the last half hopefully ride to around 95 bucks if we could get there. Yeah, just hold tight, man. I don't want to chase. Yeah, you know what? I let it go up and I shorted again. That's why, but I wanted to take half off here. I gained $4 or almost 4% on the trade or what have you. Boom, right back up. Let's do it again. Then I'll get another 4% on another half. That's 8%. And then if it goes down a little bit more, we might be able to get 10% on this. So if you have $1,000 or $10,000 worth, you're getting about $1,000 out of this trade in a couple weeks or so. Then just keep rolling, keep doing it over and over and over, guys. It's what we got to keep rolling with these trades. Don't stop on me. Just keep it going, keep it going. Yeah, and that door trade too. Gosh, that was beauty. Look at that. It's holding that area right here though. So just hold tight on this one. And if this area cracks, this is big right here for this one. If that cracks, we're going to fill this gap and we're going right down to 86 bucks. But it's Thor. They sell Winnebagos, guys. Come on. Luxury vehicles, $200,000 Winnebagos, come on. It's great. And what is this guy? High flyer. This could be a 73. I'm still thinking around 80 bucks, 75 bucks in there. But we're still holding this pivot here around 98, 98.79. If that gives out, we're going to go down real quick on this one. So be careful. All right, let's see what else. AMD was one. A lot of people blocked me on this one. It's slowly bouncing, but you get by the dipshits in there going in again. Oh, it's AMD, and they said this thing's setting up, guys. Bearish pattern below the 20 MA. If this pattern keeps going here, I'm telling you, this thing's going to come here, fill this gap around 1034. Then I wouldn't doubt we get to the $10 even number, then the 950. This is setting up for lower prices right now. Still early in the setup here. If we get back above the 20 and fill the gap and continue up, then we could possibly go higher. As long as we stay below this 20 and go sideways inside this bar, we're setting up for lower prices. So, yeah. Oh, look at that. They're flushing all the frickin' bulls out. Flush them, flush them. Oh, man, we might actually fill this gap pretty soon. I might actually sell half of the SCO. I'm really trying to be a pig on this trade. I'm really thinking I could get 40 bucks, but I'm almost at 39 now. Man, I should just take it. My average position's at 33.91. So doing really good on this one. So we're right. Yeah. So we got this whole move yesterday and this move. So we're up 6% today. So we're up almost 16% on this trade right now. I'm still thinking we go higher. So I'm going to be a little piggy here, guys. Hopefully some of you guys took the SCO. I did cover half of the cat trade today at 91.94. So we did that one again. Rinse and repeat. Just keep it going. And it's actually going lower, cat. 91.41. I still think, I pulled it off because we came into this double bottom here and we pierced it. I still think in lower prices, but for me, we shorted here. We covered half here on cat. It popped up. I added it again. We covered half of it today. Well, I was going to cover here, and I was like, you know what? Look what they did. Everyone bought the dip shit. It retraced up because, oh my gosh, it's down much. You better buy the dip, and then they're slamming it to them again. I think cat's going to 86 bucks. So I covered half today. I'm going to wait for 86 bucks on the next half. See what they do, and I'm sure somebody upgraded them. Oh, well, they have some problem here, blah, 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 and, yada, 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 all that crap. So, all right, let's look at REGN. REGN going for a long, it's a biotech's hurry. You're in the double top here, 391. I would love to see this pivot here and then pierce the 400 and then possibly more downside. Just a hard stock, man. They get check on news on this one. If they have anything coming up, I'd still it still is above the moving average here on the weekly. I don't like trading this one. These things have a mind of its own. If they have a drug stock or some news coming out, next thing you know, it's at 450, 460. I'd rather see it go up a little bit more into these double top areas. It seems like it's been going in this channel. Right now, we're 50% into this channel, so that it could go either way. If you're long in this one, tighten your stop. I'd wait at least to the 405 area, another 15 bucks if we could get there. And if we could get to 420, then definitely. For me, I couldn't touch this one. You're just in the middle of the Fibonacci there. But I do like the fact that it looks like the IBB down sideways. It is bearish pattern consolidating. God, I would love 420 up into here, 419 right into this area, then boom. But again, markets fall apart. This bearish pattern, I wouldn't doubt if we go to 115 bucks on this one. 115. Well, not that low, guys. You got a lot of room in here around 300 bucks. 115. But honestly, this is a nasty bearish pattern. This could really play out. These markets go down. Gosh. But I can't. This is what I'm looking for, guys. If this whole thing tanks and the SPY and everything comes in, we're going to be looking for areas for the bounce. And I hope we tank, because we're going to be loading the house when this thing hits a bottom and then going long. Because, you know, all the buy the dippers and the Fed will come out, probably QE4 chatter and QE5 chatter, all that crap. And they'll get some more lip service out there to get this thing going. But overall, Regeneron is bearish play, but I'd wait for one more good pop-up, maybe into the 420. If it got up into that area, then I would take this thing short. If you're long in this one, keep riding it up. As you know, this thing moves up, just tighten the stops. You don't want to get burned on it because you can wake up and this thing's down 50 bucks on some crappy news or something. But right now, you know, 400 is your next area, then the 405, and then, you know, go from there. Let's see here. Anything flying right now? So the IBB caught a little bit again. Gosh. Yeah, let's see. LABD, is it? BD, LabDo, or whatever. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I mean, you could take a little stab at this one. Just don't go all in. You know, if it starts getting, you know, you'll get 13, maybe up into 16. Ultimately, I think 20 bucks. I think when this thing really starts to move, you could get 100% move on it. But, you know, we're still bottom feeding down in here. It doesn't mean it can't go any lower. I like the fact that you are, you know, consolidating underneath the moving averages. Basically, your big thing is you want to get above the 20 and then above this one, and then I think we could get going a little bit further. But right now, we get one more push up on these markets. This can pull back, and then, you know, you're at $9 even number, and then, you know, so if you're going to go long in these, just you know, a couple hundred shares, or, you know, if you can do it, well, if you want to do a $10,000 position, 1,000 shares, you know, it's not bad, but just expect to add more just in case if it goes down to $9 or so. Just be aware of that. Because honestly, the IBB, they could still go up here. Markets only have 33 million on the SPY today. Anything can happen, guys. Be careful. Yeah, oil. Wow, they did a little flush. They flushed the toilet there in the last candle. Oh my gosh, funny stuff, man. Funny stuff. This one here, you're back into double top, 20 MA. They must have some news or something. SIG. I don't know what these guys are, but you could probably go to gap fill up here. Gosh, this is another one just getting hammered. Got a lot of these stocks. Wow. Just down. Then they get the retrace, get everybody excited again, and then right back down. If you're long, tighten the stop. For me, I wouldn't chase it up here. I mean, I guess if you're long, you're looking to get back above the 20 MA. Then you have gap fill, then you have these pivots here. You got a lot of resistance there. The 50 MA will continue curling down. But if you can't get above this candle here at 69.75, then you're most likely going to go down. But, you know, this is kind of a bottom feeder play. Must have been on some news today. Having a hard time getting through this resistance. If the market sell, this will probably go lower. I can't, you know, after a move like that, I can't go short here, you know, or long. I mean, if it comes back up here, maybe hits the 100 even number with these, you know, moving averages, maybe short it. But see how see how it went down. You get by the dippers here. You have some support down in this area. Then there's a very short retrace back into the 100 even number, and then he dropped it on them. I would suspect this thing's going to 49 bucks, 50 bucks, but I wouldn't rule out another retrace and then the next move down. But for me, it's to go short down here after a move from 150. I can't do that. If it went back to 100, I'd short it here. If you're long here, just hold on, see if you could get back up. You know, you start getting another $5, $6 out of it. Just tighten the stops as this thing moves up, because it could move up to 100 bucks. It is a little bit oversold, but just be careful. If the market's dump, this thing's going lower with everything else. That's what you got to watch out for today, guys. If everything starts to, you know, if the market starts to move lower, again, I don't care what stock it is, it's all going to move lower. Keep an eye on Tesla, though. We got 1 minute left to this candle here. We have a little bit of tails on the bottom. Let's see where this candle closes and see if we get one more. If we get one more, Tesla could possibly move up a little bit, but we got a little bit of time to watch on that chart to see what's going to happen. Let's see. Anybody else punch in a symbol? Let me know if you're looking to go long or short. If you're in a position, let me know if you're long or short. We'll take a look at it and see what's going on. Bring a symbol. I'm just posting some stuff on StockTwitch, trying to get some more people in here. Let's see. We could do Costco. We'll do AMD. Got a bunch of people that one. We'll do Nvidia. The USO just getting clobbered. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes. I'll do the SCO. We went over those, but I'll put those in there. I got to put free. All right, so let's get back to action here. All right, so yeah, markets. Let's go back to the SPY just to get a grip on the markets. We're into the lunchtime hour, 1 o'clock. 10-minute chart here. We're back below the 50 MA and the 20 MA. If I'm looking at the 60-minute chart here, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this down move sideways. We're staying below the 50 and the 20. We did fill the gap down here at 236.50. So let's see if we can go for these lows around 236. We are consolidating sideways in a bearish manner underneath the moving averages here, and we're underneath this big trend line as well. As long as this thing keeps going sideways, we might get a little more selling towards the end of the day. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of consolidation. Let's see if we could get another 2 hours and then maybe some more downside. We do have 33 million on the SPY, so that kind of sucks. So that's the only thing that's against us in our shorts, that we have light volume. But doesn't mean that this thing can start breaking down and go down. Doesn't mean anything. I mean, we're starting to set up sideways. I would expect maybe a little bit more retrace and then go, but if we keep going sideways into this 20 and gap fill, I'm expecting lower prices here. But you know what? Light volume, still tough to sell. Let's see here. MA. Yeah, MA is just chopping around up here. We made a new all-time high, came back in. I think this is on the monthly, a little bit stretched. Not big time. Monthly has a little bit there, but see how it gets stretched, comes back in, pops up, touches the 20 MA. I think this is the flash crash right here. We were short. That was beautiful that week. And then came back in. We're popped right back up. Have a little bit of a tail on the monthly. Let's see if we close above it. If you want to short MA up here, I have no problem shorting MA. Don't go long, and if you are long, tighten up your stop on this. But yeah, I like this one for a short. We have been short. We're a little bit underwater on this trade, but I have no problem with shorting this thing up there. Visa as well. Visa was another one. It's holding up here. I mean, it's really what you want to choose. This one still had a nice, uptrend here above the MA. Nothing wrong with this thing, but now it's getting a little bit extended if you want to short the Visa. I mean, actually, today would have been the day, up here. That's a nice pullback there. Did it do a double top again and then come back? Yeah, like, oh, we might have even that. Yeah, you can short this one. Short Visa or MasterCard, whatever one you want to do. So I'm fine with either one. Twilio long? No, come on, you guys in this Twilio. Every time it bounces up, they bring it right back down. They did come back in here, but ultimately, man, what a fall. Ultimately, we're in a bearish pattern here. I think we're having a short retrace and then the next leg down. I still think Twilio is going to be a $23 stock, in my opinion. You can maybe go. I wouldn't go long. I can't do that here. I mean, it's just been chopping around a channel. You might get a couple bucks out of it. If you get to 35, you can probably take it off the table. If you can't get above the 20 MA and this little red candle pivot here around 32.66, you're probably going to head down. This is slightly bearish pattern on the daily, setting up for lower prices. I don't know if they have earnings or anything coming up. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, weekly still bearish. He's trying to get above this 20, and that's what's holding it down. I wouldn't touch this thing yet. I'd wait for lower prices. Wait for at least 26 or 23 bucks or double bottom here around 23.77. The markets go lower, this could definitely be a $20 stock, so just be careful. We shorted this one up here around 66, 65 bucks. We wrote it down for about 8, 9 bucks, but everyone laughed at me when we did that too. And if you look at the chart, you have the daily chart, and this is what we played. So you have a topping tail right there. So as well as we take that top tail, as long as it doesn't close above it and then confirm, it never confirmed above the topping tail. So as it was going up, everyone was ripping me, StockBookie, you're getting your ass kicked. You should have never took that Twilio trade. And then most people blocked me that were talking shit. But you know what? We had some gaps to fill. It filled the gaps. I never thought in a million years it was going to fall like that. But, I mean, look at that fall. That was great. I think we covered half here. We covered half maybe at this gap fill up in here. But we took our 5-10%, said thank you, and just kept going. A lot of these trades, these high flyers, we should have just held quarter positions and let them run. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. So yeah, Twilio long, I would wait for this one. I know I guess Twilio, it's a good one or whatever they're saying. The talking heads are talking crap about it, but honestly, it could go up. Um, this would have been this would have been the time down here around the $30 even number than when we popped above. So you're chasing it a little bit, but honestly, it could go to 35. If it gets to 35, you're going to have to take something off. But right now, it needs to get back above the 20 MA. If it doesn't do that, it's probably going to head down. The markets continue to be weak, then definitely this one's going lower. I'd wait for lower prices, but that's my opinion. CTSH. CTSH. Um, daily chart had a nice pullback. Apparently, we looked at this one here, pulled back because this high pivot here. You had a gap window as well. At 750 as well. Yeah, 750 retrace too. So you had a big area there. Right now, it's holding on for dear life. It's setting up. You have a little bit of a tail, so that could be possibly the next retrace. If you are short in this one, tighten your stop, maybe cover a little bit if you got short from up in here. You might get a retrace back into maybe here, gap fill, and then the next leg down. So for me, nothing to do here. Here, let's see the retrace from here. Yeah, 382 retrace. I mean, it's not bad. He had a light, pull back from this nice, from a 51 to a $10. You're pulling back to the 382. There's no pattern really saying anything. This thing continues sideways underneath the 20 MA, then it's setting up for the next leg down for me. If it does reverse up and go up into the gap window or gap fill, gap window, I'd be shorting it at 60 bucks again. That's what I would do. So that's me though. Let's look at the weekly. Just look at the bigger time frames. Let's see what else. Let's see if we can see anything else. Yeah, you had a nice retrace up here, pull back, retrace up into this area. Yeah, if it doesn't hold the 50 MA, you're going lower. But right now, it's not bad on the weekly. You're above all the MAs. If you are long, tighten up the stop. And if it gets below the 50 and then the 20 and starts heading down, then you just got to get out because this could easily be a $45 stock, 51 dollar stock easily. I mean, it just be careful. Let's look at the monthly real quick before we go to the next one. Yeah, monthly, we made all-time highs, chopping around, nice inside bar. Yeah, I think this one's due. We might get one more push up and then the sell-off. But markets stay buoyant. This can move up. Markets sell. This one will move down. So just be careful either way with Raj with this one. It did pull back off this level. So I think it could possibly pull back or might just stick around. So let's see. Now we're just waiting for setup, basically. Hi, John. Got here. Look at the CMG move. I know we were talking about that, James. Isn't that crazy? I don't know if anyone held on to that, but it's going to be short-lived. If you held on to this from the 403 area where we went long the other day in our live session, please get out. Just think though, if I ever charge people 25 bucks a month on my for my live streams and everything, that would have been, if you would have took 200-300 shares on that, you could have got you would have made $3 grand. You could have paid more for my sessions for 10 years. So, but these are the trades we're looking for. This is what we're looking to do. That's why some of these I'd hold, maybe get a couple extra bucks out of it. We took the couple bucks and ran. But yeah, I mean, it came out really, really good. But again, CMG, it was oversold. You're expecting a bounce. We're looking for more of an intraday scalp. But now we're holding this inside bar. I think that could be the end of the run, guys. And if this thing goes and the markets go, I'm telling you, CMG is going to go to 400. I wouldn't doubt if it's going to 350 if this market really starts to rumble. Still have to go through the 394 area, but man, this thing's setting up to go lower. So just be careful, guys. I can't say that enough in these markets. So, all right, LLY could have hit double top soon, 92.50. Let's see. LLY. Yeah, here you go, double top right there. Is there another one up here? Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at that gap fill right here at 86. If you can really, really be patient on this one, guys. If you're long in this one, wow, it's got to tell. Wait a second. Hold on. You got this guy here too. I'm going to go a little bit lower though. Maybe we could do that one there, and then we'll do that one at the top. I hate those little spikers there. That might have been on earnings or something. So yeah, if you could really, gosh, let me look at this. All right, let's do a little bit more just to see. Probably 5-0 retrace. Oh man, if you could wait a little bit more. I mean, gosh, if the markets go up, this will probably go up a little higher. But man, 87, couple more bucks in here. If you're doing a couple hundred shares, maybe do 100 here, 100 here, and then 100 at double top at 92 if it got there. But love the retrace on here, back to this high here around 83, 87, maybe 85, 55, another buck or so if you could really wait. but yeah, I think this one can pull back. Let's look at the daily really quick again. Let's see here. Yeah, you got this top, you got this. Yeah, and you had a hell of a run here from 64 bucks. That's a $20 run. We're right in the noon session here, guys. See if we can get a little higher. I mean, if you have to, you could probably start to nibble on this one, but let's see. Keep this one on the radar here. Let's see if we can get to 86, 87, maybe even that 90 number. This isn't a bad bullish pattern. You had a good reversal off this. It's still a little bit stretched from the 20 or above the MA, so it could go up a little bit more if the markets stay buoyant. Let's see if we can get another couple bucks higher. If you want to gosh. That's a tough one. I like that it retrace came up. I'm still thinking 85, 86, and then just let's see if these markets can push up a little bit more. And I do like the fact that you got the $90. Let's go back to the monthly really quick. Well, actually 108. That was back in 2000. So, but yeah, if you start getting back into the 90s in here, definitely a short. But again, if you take it here at 85, 88, and then 92, your average would be right around 88, and then, enjoy it, and then this thing should probably pull back. But we still need the market to pull back for all these things to come back in. So that's what we want to do here. Might be a good short. Yeah, that's not bad. 92. Yeah, I mean, I see that too. I mean, if you can wait until in the 90s, great. But you had a nice move, $20 move from that low into these little pivots. It could start pulling back. You get the markets going down, this will pull back. But you're almost into the 750 retrace around 85.55. Love to hit that and maybe pierce it and go to 87 and then start adding. But again, it's not bad. I know I'm talking a lot about this and blah 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 and do this, do that, but love the retrace, double top. You have some pivots up here, a little bit more for me. But if you wanted to take a stab at it here and start to add, that's not a bad spot. Sorry, Jonathan, for talking so much. AMD. AMD, we had a nice pullback. We talked about this one earlier. I still think it's going down lower. What I think and what it does are two different things. We did short this thing at here at 15.26. Had a nice couple dollar pullback. Got the hell out when it was filling the gap and gap window. Came to this support here right around the 12.62. And look at this high pivot here right around 12.44. And where did it touch? So that's support too as well. You had a gap fill a little bit lower, which I'm surprised it didn't fill. But let me tell you guys, people are buying the dip because it's AMD and all the hype. Don't buy the dip on this one. This one's setting up for lower prices. This continues sideways and does not get back above the 20 MA. This is setting up for lower prices. I'm still thinking it goes down to 10 bucks, 9.44. And if the market starts selling, you'll be at this 200 MA, wherever that might be, which right now it's at 8.13 right here. That's my opinion, which really means crap in these markets. But so far, when we shorted this, that was a great play. All the longs laughed, and here we are setting up for the next leg down. So just be careful if you're long with this thing. Tighten the stop, because if this thing breaks through the 50 MA, fills this gap, we're definitely going to 9.44. So, no, thank you. No, I hear you, Jonathan. So yeah, just be careful with this one because I think it's setting up for lower prices. And you just get by the dipshits in here, and they're all about, oh my gosh, I got to buy AMD. They said it's going higher, and then that's why this thing's going nowhere, because you got all the buy the dip, getting sucked in again. Or they bought at 15, but they're buying more on the dip. Oh man, this is going to be great. And if you're down here from $6, $5, and you're not selling up in here, your mom should slap you a couple times with a freaking with a pickle. With a big old dill pickle right to the face. Let's see here. AAOI. I don't know. AAOI? Is that actually a symbol? I don't even know what it is. Wow. All right, hold on. We got to go to the monthly on this one. Oh, geez. Come on. Seriously? Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, if you want to short this one, give it a shot. 600,000 on the day or on the week. It's daily. Yeah, something's going up on this one, gapping up. Yeah, if you want to give this one a short, give it a shot. If it goes back up to the all-time high, 56.14, that's your stop out area. Don't do it at 56.14. Go maybe 57.14, another buck, because it could go up, pierce it, get everybody out short and then slam it down. But right now you have a little bit of an inside bar going sideways, still strong above the MAs, but a little bit stretched here. Monthly chart's a pig. So if you want to short this thing, Shimon, short it, baby. Short it. You know me, I'm not going to shy from this. Come on. It broke the 50 even number, pierced through it, went to 55, 56. Give it a stab. If it don't load the house, go short. Go nice and easy. If it goes back up to 56, add a little bit more. If it gets to 57, 50, 58 bucks, then you got to stop out, wait for 60, and then reshort it again. But yeah, I would definitely have no problem shorting this one right now, especially after it went from $8.25 to 56 bucks. Don't look for much though. If you get a $5, $6, $7 pullback, just say thank you very much and see you later. We're going to need the markets to pull back as well. Markets pull back, it's all going down, guys. Period. So let's see here. No, thank you. I mean, hey, Jonathan, no problem, man. I love this stuff. You follow me too. So again, I got let's see. USO's catching a little bit of a bid. See how they shook everybody out there? This is what these guys do, guys. Let me show you something here on the intraday. So people are long in this. They're just like, holy crap! Right here, they shook them out. You got good volume. Then consolidated. What is this? A bearish pattern? I know that was at the end of the day where oil just kind of sits. Bearish pattern plays out, going down. But right here, it's like one more little shakedown here. Get everybody out, then they pop it up. Everyone's buying. Oh, got to get into oil. You know what? Until we get back above the 20 MA on the daily chart or on the intraday chart, this thing's probably heading down more. If you look at the daily, this is the USO. So if someone's long in this thing, wow. But we are holding this gap fill right here at 110.40, or we're a little bit below it, but it's trying to hold. This is a big area, guys. You have the 618, you have the gap fill. But man, after this big red bar here, I'm expecting a little bit lower prices. I wouldn't doubt if we go to 10 bucks. We're only 40 cents away from it now. If we hit this gap here around 10 bucks, I'll take half of my SCO trade off, and I'll probably end up taking the rest of my USO trade, or maybe I'll cover my USO and then hold my SCO a little longer, but we'll see. We'll see where the SCO is if this thing gets down to 10 bucks. You still have the fib down here at 750. So, but guys, if you're joining me now, go to my website, StockBookie.com, sign up for my free membership. You'll get videos when we're doing live sessions like this. You'll get video or email alerts when we're posting technical analysis videos, trade alerts. Follow me on StockTwits if you want more intraday stuff. But eventually, everything's going to be on my StockBookie.com site. So sign up for the membership; it's free, and go from there. Commercial time, guys. Got to pitch it. I got 38 people, guys, watching today. Carmela, what's up? Where you been? All right, shop. No, I don't want to shop. Why, are you shopping right now, Carmela? How about that USO? Big old bearish pattern playing out. Everyone was laughing, even the talking heads. Telling you, I'm going to have StockBookie TV soon. Guys, come to it and watch it. We'll bring on some talking heads and we'll beat them up a little bit, like the guys who upgrade Amazon at the highs. Can he come on my show? I want to talk to this guy. All right, all right. Shop. All right. Well, we're retracing up in here. We're almost up to the gap fill here. Let's look on a bigger time frame here. Shop. Hi, Max. Uh-oh. I helped the broker out with that one. Got a killer trade on that one. I know, Carmela. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah. Well, Carmela, she's been with me too. She knows the high flyers. Yeah, if you want to short this one, short it. If you really want to be patient on this one, did they have earnings? Or if earnings are coming up, be careful. If you really want to be patient, fill the gap, a little bit higher. It's only 50 cents higher, but if you want to short this one, short it. Hold on, let me look at the retrace here. It could go higher. I still think the markets are ready to break down, but yeah, maybe 62.88. It's still right there though. If you want to short this one, short it. If you get back above the 64, add a little bit more. And then maybe 60, if you get to 66, 67, maybe stop out up there, or add more. But eventually, from the monthly chart stretch job, this one will be coming in. It might take a little bit longer, 20 MAs down in this area. But yeah, this is great. I love this. So it comes in, retraces down. Now they're pushing it back up. So if you want to take a short on this one, do it. Does anyone all-time high? I will. Yeah. If you want to wait a little bit, yeah, you can wait. But remember, if the markets break down, this slight retrace to get all the suckers back on the longs. This could be it. You're back into the 618, almost at the 750 retrace. It could start pulling back now. You came off of a slight bearish pattern here, starting to disconnect from that, so you might get a little more move up. Yeah, but if you definitely get into 64, 65, short this pig. But I wouldn't rule it out if you could short this thing right now. I might even, well, volume 500,000 on the day, so it's not bad. You know what though? I'm gonna go to Twitter anyways. I'm posting swing short shop. I like that setup. Price is at 62.43. Swing short shop on my Twitter page. Follow me there too. That's where a lot of the trades are. But eventually, when you go to my website at StockBookie.com and sign up for that, I'm going to have an individual StockBookie trades Twitter page where anybody who's a member at my StockBookie.com site, those are the only people that will have access to my StockBookie trade site on Twitter. That's where all my stuff will be posted. And, you know, down the road, I'll have a spreadsheet and all my trades on my stock site and all that stuff, our StockBookie.com site. But right now, because eventually, you know, for people who aren't members, I don't want them to have access to this stuff eventually. So, but no, I just posted that trade on stock or on, what's it called, Twitter. So short swing or swing short shop, 62.43. I have no problem with doing it right there. So, all right, let's go back. Oops. Where are we here? All right, you don't play. Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. Max. Yeah, I helped the broker on. I was having a broker call me. He's telling me you got to buy Max, this and that, blah blah blah. But this was a while. Gosh, it actually went down to there. Oh, look at that. We had a head and shoulder on that. It almost played out. My target was still down to I think 0. Never. But hey, it's still it's still in play. For me, this one. I just what's going? Hold on here. I don't know why my hold on. I removed everything. Hello, edit chart. Come on, you can get this done. Hold on. Plus, I don't know why. I don't know how I click on something and my volume disappears, and it's like, and once it disappears, it's just like gone. But the funny thing is, I'll apply it, and then I'll have two. Well, this time it didn't do it, but it just, there's got to be a way to do it. All right. Yes, I think it was right here. Yeah, when this thing was breaking down here, I had a broker call me here and go, you got to get into Max, buy it at $8. This is going to be great. It's going to go to 12. And I'm like, really? I'm like, well, you know what? We're at double top, blah, blah, blah. You know, I don't know. So this thing starts to fall. I get the call right about here. John, I don't know what to do. This is Chris over at, I don't know, something capital. This thing's breaking down. I got all my clients in up on here. I'm getting killed. Should I, you know, I know you're a technical guy. What should I do? And I was like, man, I'm like, really? I'm like, you still were selling down that piece of crap, weren't you? So the thing comes down here. There was a gap fill here. And then, of course, double bottom down in here. So I'm like, all right, guy, you know, here's your gap window, which it touched. If it fills this gap down in here and goes a little bit lower on Max, you're going to be in trouble. You had a little bit of a trend line here, too. Best, not the worst. You know, if you really, you know, split hairs, I mean, it would have been a little bit lower. So I said, if this thing doesn't hold, you're going to go down to here and probably this pivot. So he's like, all right, man, I guess I'll just hold and I won't, you know, I won't answer. You know, this is what he told me. I won't answer my phone because my clients are calling me. They're freaking out. I was like, wow. I was like, just hold on tight. Look at this here. This thing ran. And I gave him this too. I said, this thing could, if this thing goes, and then all I'm doing is looking at charts, guys. You got, you know, you're going to go back to these pivots here. Going to go to this pivot here, and you're going to go to here, $10. And if it does make it through that, you know, you got to start taking something off the table here. Then ultimately, you had these pivots down in here, and you had this high pivot right in this area too. I said, if this thing gets to 11.44, and then this high pivot here around $12 or so, you got to get out of it. I don't know if the guy, you know, I finally told him, I said, you know what? I got you. I gave you a hell of a trade. You need to talk to your boss and put me on your payroll, and I'll start giving you more stuff. And that was it. But Max for this one right now, I don't know what these guys do. I think it's all PR bull crap on this one. It came down here. Let's see where it tested. Let's see the monthly. Yeah, monthly. I mean, this thing's just chopping around. It came down, retested these low pivots here. That's where you got the bounce. And you probably put a retrace. That's probably the 750. Yep. God, look at that. Right, almost there. Almost at the 750, but they bounced it right before $5 even number. That's where they bounce it up. For me, if you're not long here, if you're long, tighten up the stops. If you're, I wouldn't do anything with this. I already had this. This thing's a PR-driven stock. It goes up on news and then they pump it up again. So for me, I wouldn't touch that one. I think that was Suzanne. For me, I just let it go. Let's see here. Jaime, yeah, Suzanne, just stay away from that one. I mean, that thing could drop. Right now, you're coming up in the resistance, but yeah, all-time high, will laugh out loud. You don't play. Hi, John, at BA, low of the day. Yeah, let's see. I was telling everyone to short BA yesterday, so yeah, there you go. Falling like a brick. So hopefully some guys took it. I don't know if you did. Either yesterday or the other day in my live session, I was like, you know what, short BA here. This is setting up a little bit inside bar. It's going to go to 175, 166, and if these markets go, it's going to 144. I don't care what Trump says or what he's buying or what they're doing. Just the way it is, guys. Just the way it is. Monthly chart stretched. Yeah, your first stop will probably be around 159 or so. But yeah, you got a nice monthly topping tail here if it stays intact. If this comes down, it's going to be over for a lot of these high flyers, guys. And when these things start coming in, you better step aside. Just signed up, man. Thanks. I enjoy seeing how other people do their TA. Yeah, no problem, Trey. Yeah, it's a lot of people make fun of me, but doing this stuff on the fly, man, you got to really think about trades, and I'm giving out stuff. I sit back sometimes when I log out and everything's like, damn, and I'll start looking at some trades. It's like, because I got maybe a minute or two to go. All right, da 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 da, scratch this, that, bearish this, and sometimes they come in, sometimes they don't. But you know what? If I don't like something, I'm going to tell you, hey, don't touch it. Let it do this, let it do that, and then go from there. But I love doing this stuff on the fly, man. Just give me the chart. Let me see. Let me look at it. I'll do a 2-minute analysis on it and see which way these things go. And, most of the time I get it pretty good. We had the Chipotle trade the other day. We had the IBB trade yesterday. And, IBB, we could have done the same. I mean, look at IB. We could have, before we jump around again, look at IBB, guys. Again, same crap. Same area, same thing, same result. Goes right, here's where we shorted it yesterday. Boom, boom, comes in, goes straight back up right into this area again, $300. Boom, coming in. Look at this. Boom, right here, short. Boom, short. And this one here, you could stick with it, and it's still going down. So if you did, we did mention this one earlier in the day around 299.80 again. If you're still short this one, hold tight. SPY is starting to come in a little bit more. Dow just went negative, so still at 130, guys. We can't get too excited yet. So Momo still ripping. Is it ripping? All right, keep an eye on it then. I don't know how high this thing can go. There's really no technical, so it's just a matter of guessing at this point. Not guessing. There's a couple ways I have. Oh no, yeah, no, Momo's coming in though. Yesterday we talked about it. If you want to give it a stab up in this area, 34, 33, 34, you can. It could go to 35, and bam, look at that, straight down. So if someone grabbed that short yesterday, congratulations, guys. You're getting paid today. I mean, that's over 11% now. So, and we looked at this chart, go back to my video. It is stretched, and I was saying it could go a little bit higher. But look at the line that held. We put this line in yesterday from the top. Look where we're at. Damn. I hope someone shorted this thing. I don't know if I put something on Twitter. Let me look at my Twitter. Did I put it? I don't think I did because I was hoping it would go a little higher, but let's see. I'm not in it personally, but I put Door out there yesterday. THO's coming in awesome. ALB. Win's coming down a little bit. Tesla's coming in. Tesla little bearish pattern here on the intraday, guys, starting to break out. Or break down, I should say. I don't think I did Momo. I should have. But we were talking about maybe 35. Say, hey, if you got to take this position, just take 100 shares. 100 shares, guys, $3. That would have paid $400 in one day. Damn, I have to start charging you guys pretty soon. No. All right, just sign up. Momo still ripping. Yeah, not really, Michael. That one's going down now. Oil producers a short. Nah, it's too late now for those. Unless you can find a high flyer, John. If you can find a high flyer on an oil, short it. Yeah, but too late. I mean, we were telling everybody short on USO. We were adding to the SCO, and bam, there we go. J&J coming up to the 126 old high. All right, let's look. I think we were looking at this one yesterday. Yeah, there you go. All right, if you guys want to give this one a shot, Actually, you could probably see J&J though. The only problem what I have with this one is that a lot of people will run the safety on this one. So if the markets start to break down, but as an intraday trade, if you want to take this one short on an intraday basis, take it short right here. Price at 125.77. 125.77. We are shorting PNJ. All right, 125.78, 125.77. Put a short on. If the markets start to sell towards the end of the day, this one should pull back. We're only looking for, if this thing can pull back, maybe 50 cents or a buck. So, maybe you want to do a couple hundred shares on this one. If we pull back a buck, take your 300 and say thank you very much. If you could do more, if you could do 1,000, do 1,000. I think this is a really good one. We're coming back in the double top here. Let's see if we could come back and show it on here. Let's go to the 60. Well, 60, it's going, yeah, you got to go back a little bit further. But if you pull up the daily here, daily, we're right back to double top. If you want to take this one short, you can. No problem with that one. Just take it, hold it. And if you want to hold it for a couple days or so, you can do that too. If it does pull back today and it pulls back good, we'll just take our profits and say thank you very much. So if you are short this one with me, let's try to get a couple hundred share. You got to do a little bit more than that on this one. It's not like an IBB or the Google. You got to take a little bit more on this one. So again, I will, if it does not pull back today, I will hold on to this for a couple more days and let this one come down. But remember, it is a safe play. A lot of people are going to buy this one, so it might not pull back today. If the markets start to go down, it will definitely pull back. So if you want to add to that one, definitely do it. You know what? I'm going to put that one on my swing short too. So swing short. I love that. J&J at 125.75. That's where price is now. Swing short J&J at 125.75. So we're in a short-term trade, and if you want to do the swing trade, that's fine, however you want to play it. But you know what? The SPYs are at the low of the day, so get ready, guys. Woohoo! Here we go. We might get a good one. Thank you, Carmela, for that. That's awesome. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. All right, hold on, guys. So just hold tight, though, because if everyone's going short here, the market makers are probably seeing that, and they're going to try to hold this thing up a little bit. But remember, this is more of a safe play, too, so it could stay buoyant. I do like the double top here, so if you want to hold this one for a swing trade, you can, or at least a couple-day hold. Look for a couple bucks on it. If you're looking for maybe 50 cents or maybe a buck today, so what are we up? We're up $1.67. So it could pull back maybe 67, maybe a buck or so. Let's see, on this one here, we could get the EC down to 125 if the markets start to sell. But maybe they had some news today, maybe earnings. I don't even know. So just be careful. But I do like the fact that we're coming back up to that double top. Start adding up here, definitely. Let's see here, price line. You know what? I'm going to hold this one here because I got to keep an eye on this one. All right, so let's put that right there. We're at 125.75. 2 cents in the money, or 1 cent in the money. No, 2 cents. 1 cent. All right, man, I'm covering. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to take my penny. I did 40,000 shares now. All right, let's see here. Price line, PCLN. Oh, hold on. PCLN. Yeah, price line, we have a short swing right around 17.39. We're 10 bucks upside down. I still think this is coming in. It still can't get past the 17.50 area and hold it. If it gets above the 17.50 and hold it, it could possibly go higher. But I'm thinking once these SPY, wow, look at the Qs. DIA's coming in, IWM's at the low of the day, SPY's at the low of the day. All right, this one, if we start selling, guys, this thing's going to be going down. Watch. See how the SPY's starting to come in? Watch this one come in. This is light volume markets. When the SPY and the indexes sell, I don't give a shit what it is. It's all coming in. IBB, if you took that short from earlier, guys, definitely take something off the table here. You're at 29. You're at 2 bucks in the money from the point that we were saying, hey, you could possibly take this as a stab, so you can do that one too. Price line again, we're short this one on a swing trade, so and an intraday short-term trade. If I get 10 bucks from that, I'll pull it, but I'm thinking this one's going to come down to at least 1,600. Well, first, let's talk 1,700 first, then the 1,650, 1,660 area, and if that starts to give it up, it's going to be lights out for this one. It's going to be lights out for all of them, guys. That's the bottom line. So whatever you want to do. This is another high flyer. If you want a short price line, short it up here. Go long NVIDIA? No, let it come in. NVIDIA around 70 bucks. SPY coming down. Yep, see that? IBB is pissing me off. No volume. Yeah, that's IBB sucks. That's why I started shorting the XBI. A little more volume in that one. But yeah, I mean, if you shorted that one, James, with me, well, yesterday was good, but today, let's go to the IBB real quick. When this thing popped up on the intraday basis, we were telling everybody, all right, you can take this thing a little bit short if you want to. Same area as yesterday, and look at that. That's starting to play out real nice. Right now, you'd be almost $2 in the money. If you did take this trade from here, take half off. Let it come in a little bit. You might be able to get back down another buck or two on this one. If the SPY and everything starts to give it up, this thing could really give it up, guys. So be careful with this one here. Yeah, this whole market pisses me off, James. Let's see here. Your stream is addicted. If you can, so I can go back to work. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, buddy. You know what? We're just trying to make money, man. Yeah, I know. Should I say? All right, I'll just shut up now. That's it. Sorry, guys. Oh, you're at work right now, Dimitri? Yeah, you got it in the earphone or something? Yeah, I hear you. Hey, man, we're just trying to find trades here. Hopefully one day we can make enough money where everyone will be here full time and we'll just start banging out trades and making a bunch of cash. That's my goal in life, guys. Again, if you're not a member at my StockBookie.com site, sign up for the free membership. You get the emails and everything, all the alerts and all that good stuff. So, and more live stream. And I love this live streaming. We got a lot of great people in here today. Let's start making some more money here. Let's see. You got Momo. Told you it's going to steer the wheel and went heavier, but it is what it is, right? Yeah. So, yeah, this one's not coming down, but look at MLM coming in, man. 207. God, I'm glad I shorted that. Goldman Sachs is coming in. JPM's coming in. The SPY's at the low of the day. Goldman's coming, or Amazon's starting to fall. Still positive. Netflix just went negative. Baidu's negative. CMG still holding on for dear life. You got to remember that's catching a bid from the oversold condition, so you got to watch that one. Let's pull back. Let's pull the SPY back up. Yeah, J&J's a hard trade. I'm going to probably hold this. We'll see what happens with this. SPY's coming, but people I think are getting into this one just because of the safety trade, and that's that's it. Just like that, Caterpillar, they're getting screwed on, but they're going to start Procter and Gamble, the Johnson and Johnsons, the McDonald's, all the safe plays. But eventually, markets go. These are all going to go. Love this trade for even a swing trade. So either way, I'll hold it if I have to. So if you did, guys, get in this one, just hold tight. And let's see if we could get more downside. See, as this thing's going up, did they have news J&J today or something, possibly? Yeah, the jobs number, George, could definitely pop the markets. But at this point, you know what? A good jobs report, it's going to be bad for the free money policy in my opinion. Yeah, SPY's just fell off the cliff. Not really, but yeah, it's starting to here. But you got to remember, we have this, and then, hold on. I think we have another double. Hold on here. There's another area. Yeah, we got these lows here right around the 236 area. I think that's going to be some pretty good support there. Then you have the gap window down in here, and then gap fill down roughly around the 235 area. You go to 235, you're going to have some real good support unless these markets are starting to break down. We talked about this slight bear pattern, earlier in the day. Come on, get those moving averages up there. Slight bearish pattern, inside bar, chopping around, starting to break down back at the lows of the day again. It's still, again, 38 million on the day, guys. Still light volume. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Sorry about that. I'm printing some banners here, guys, making some money that way too. So, as you know, if you follow me, I own a printing company. Been printing banners here, but eventually, hopefully, I could get a membership going here and do this full time for you guys and use that money to pay someone to run my printing company. That's the goal here, guys. That's the goal here, guys. Better hurry up. Better hurry on the SPY though. For what? But we'll see. Still light volume, guys. J&J high was hit in July last year. Yeah, J&J, I like that 126. Yeah. I'm going to start a lot of times it will fall short of that 126 area, so I'd rather start adding it here. You're going to have to pay me, John. Yeah. Come on, Carmela. Right? Wow, JPM, Goldman Sachs. Yeah, everything, those markets go. All these high flyers are going to go. You watch these high flyers. They're just going to start freaking rolling over. Goldman Sachs, I told you guys earlier in the day, Goldman Sachs, JPM, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Facebook, Google, short them. Damn. Puts are tough because they can hold them, but definitely do some share size, something. Man, when these markets go, it's going to go. It's going to be quick, and everyone's going to be like, "Whoa, what that? We're down 19,800. Oh, what happened?" That's what's going to happen here. Short SPY short at 46 cents. Laugh out loud. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can't short the SPY right here. I mean, at the light volume, but if this thing, I'll be, for me at least with this now, if this thing falls, I'll be looking at the 236 even number, then the 235 even number for quick bounces. Right now, I can't, take quick scalps. I am a short-term trade in the IWM and in the SPY. I have been for the last pretty much since that 300 update. That's when we started adding more to the IWM and the SPY, and we covered half on those, and we have those positions. We're in a small position of Visa and a couple other ones as well for short-term trades, guys. That we just want to get out of these. But for swing trades and stuff, I'll hold on these. Like the J&J, if it doesn't work out as a scalp, I have no problem holding this one into double top and stuff like that. So we'll take it lower, because when the SPY does give it up, all of a sudden this will just be like, this is the J&J over here. This one just be like straight down. So if you added short here, let's see. If the SPY keeps selling, then I would think this would give it up by the end of the day. And maybe, if I get a buck out of this thing, I'll take it. So I'll take the buck out of that one. Out for a quick scalp. There you go. Hey, take it and run, man. Don't be sticking around in these things. On VXX, you could try it, John. If the markets stay buoyant, it's going to go down. If you do take that VXX, just take a small position, and knowing that if the market stays buoyant, that VXX is, it's just like an option. It gets sucked out. So don't load the house. Go small position, and if you get a couple bucks out of it with 1,000 shares, take your $3,000 and say thank you very much. GMed. Let's look at GMed. GMed. Well, on the 6th, well, let's look at it on the daily. What is that one? 3 negatives, the entire election bull move. Yeah, negates. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Trump trade, right? VIX just not paying lately. Yeah, they're just holding it. It's up 9 cents today. The VXX, I don't know what that's up. I really don't follow it. Wanted to see if they retest the 28 first on that. Let's see what we got here on this one. If you look at the retrace, yeah, you could. I mean, basically right now it's really not telling us. Just a little slight pullback. You're starting to go sideways here. So if we get back above the 200 or the 20 MA and the 2762 or the 618, then yeah, you could probably go back to the 28, maybe fill the gap right here around 2807. If it goes back there, you could probably start to add short. If it goes up to 2883, add it more and then take it from there. Let's go to the monthly chart just to see what this looks like. Yeah, look at that. You got all these other resistance areas too. That's a good one too. I mean, this thing was a $19 stock that shot up almost to 30 bucks. It had one more push up here, but it is already pulling back slight, as you can see on the monthly chart. Let's go back to the daily really quick. Yeah, so that's where you got that pullback. So really, it would have probably been right here where you would have shorted it and took that thing, and this bounced around here. So they might have had earnings on this date. It is a low volume, stock, so you got to be aware of that. But if the markets break down, this will be going lower. Like I said, everything's going to be going lower. I mean, that's where we did the double top, and then you had here. Yeah, that would have been your. If you do retrace, yeah, you could probably take. Let's see if we could get, like you said, Carmela 28 area. Fill the gap here. You maybe get up a little higher. Looks like there's a gap here around 2862 as well. Yeah, the GMET. Yeah, so. Yeah, oh yeah, I know, I do like that, definitely. But we did pull back a little bit here, so let's see if we get one more retrace back, maybe $30, or even just one blow off top here, and then the reverse. But this could be starting to already run, or go down or fall or whatever you say. Yeah, no, I like that. It is extended from the 20 MA here, and you're into great resistance up here. God, for me at least, I'd love one more retrace back up and maybe shoot for the 30 and then the fall. Yeah, the 28 retest. Yeah, exactly. You got it. AKS. Yeah, gosh, just stay away. Let it come down. You know, with the Trump trade, let the markets come down. If you want to buy this one, buy it maybe at 538, and if it comes down to double bottom, you know, maybe the $2 level, I'd be a buyer. Right now, I wouldn't chase this up. It's kind of like AMD. J&J is going up. It's shooting up for that $25 or $26 area, guys. If you're short with me, you know, just hold tight. Just you know, just hold tight. Yeah, nothing to do with AKS. Let's look at the daily really quick here. Daily's holding this double bottom here. So if that thing breaks, we're going to 668. You do have a gap down here, right at 750. That will hold it up. But you know, say if you get another retrace like it did here, see how it went down, retrace, sucked everybody in. You might get one more shallow retrace and then the next leg down. But if this area here does not hold on AKS, you're going to fill this gap down here at 750, and then you know you got a gap down here at 609. I wouldn't rule that out. And then the gap window here in the 200 MA, that's a pretty good area of support, 667. But for me, I think this one's going to have lower prices, you know, in the near future. It had a great run, just like U.S. Steel, and then right back down, and then boom, like U.S. Steel, that one's falling apart too. Not falling apart, excuse me, guys, but you know, it's just it's a Trump trade, guys. They got everybody hyped up, everybody long. Oh my gosh, Donald Trump got in. He's going to build everything, and then it's like, well, wait. But Donald Trump, but the Trump trade. But that's what they said on CNBC. Yeah, junk. We're short junk. We've been short junk. Yeah, they don't talk about junk anymore, huh, Frank? What was that, 7 months ago? The junk bonds. Oh my gosh. And all of a sudden just sweep it under the carpet. Just like Greece, just like all the other crap. Greece needs another. They were excited because Greece, they're about to give them another bailout, and they're thinking that they don't need as much this time. They're getting better after the 9th bailout, guys. They might have to give them a little bit less, which they're all excited about. It's like, what? It's a land of make believe. Yeah, so you got this, you got gap window, and then you got the gap fill down here. I still think it's going to 668, and if it really goes, it's going to $6. If the markets blow up, I think it could be a $5 stock. So just be careful. I wouldn't short it. This would have been the spot. Shorten it up here. Don't chase it. Let it come down, and then buy long again when the time comes. SPY's going down a little bit more. The Qs are going to the low of the day, guys, and J&J's going up. So people might be getting into this one for a safety play. But eventually double top, that will be the killer on this one. If it goes to 126, I'll add a little bit more up here. And then hopefully the markets break down and we could get a trade out in this one. But again, just hold this one for now. We're fine. Don't get all crazy. But if we do pull back a buck or so today, I'll just be out and take the money and run. DD, Dunkin' Donuts. That's one of my bigger clients here at my printing company. Let me tell you, they are slowing down a little bit with some stuff. I used to do a lot of now open banners for DD. And not doing too many of those lately. Is it? No, this D is that Dunkin' Donuts? Or which one is this one? No, this isn't Dunkin' Donuts. DNKN. Which one is this one? DD. Ruben, what's DD? Well, it doesn't, I guess it doesn't really matter. Just watch for earnings on these trades, guys, that I give. Oh, there you go, right there. Double top. Short it. It might pierce a little bit higher, but if you want to take a stab at this one, short it up here. I have no problem with this one. The highs of freaking 1998. Imagine all the bag holders here on this one, holding that bag for how many years? For me, at least, I'd be selling, taking my break even, and say, "Oh yeah, DuPont, okay, take short this thing. It might go a little bit higher. You're in the double top here. It's going to be the end of the road for this one. Markets break down. This one's going straight down." So if you want to short DD, I have no problem with it. If you're long DD, tighten that stop up and take those profits. But even here, you know, look at this great retrace. Everyone who had got close to break even, they're like, get me the hell out. Retrace right back up. Same guys, get me the hell out. Comes back in. Same guys who got stuck at 80, 81 bucks back in the day. They're going to be the next guys going, get me the hell out of this thing. Let's see, JNK and HYG, they are huge leading indicators of IWM breakdown, both breaking below. Yeah, you know, I've been watching the junk. I've been shorting the junk. That piece of junk. And yeah, they had a nice push up here. Now it's starting to break down again. So yeah, so we'll see what happens with this one. Got to keep an eye on it. Yeah, I'm still thinking lower prices to come. I'm short, so I'm hoping it comes in. This one's been, this one's been testing my patience too. Came in real nice. It was like, ooh, and now it's starting to break down again. That's a monthly chart. All right, J&J guys, it's pushing up to that 126 area. Let's see if we can pierce it. If it pierces, I will add a little bit more to my short. It's going to be more of a short-term trade because it's a bigger position. So short-term meaning a couple days, maybe held into Monday, Tuesday. But that's what I'm going to do with that one. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Nice. Yeah. I haven't looked at this one in a little bit, but yeah, I just set it and forget it, and look at that. That's starting to roll over. Yeah. And just like Frank said, even the IWM and the IYT are good indicators too. If those things can't lead the way in these markets, markets are going to break down. If you get the IWM and the IYT, which are the transports, and the transports are at the low of the day as well. If those start breaking down, guys, it's going to be lights out. The rest of the market should follow. Just be careful. I've been preaching this stuff for months. You don't want to wake up and tomorrow and it's a good jobs report and we're 400 down on the down. Everyone's scratching their bag going, oh, I don't get this. Why are we down on the markets here when we had a good jobs report? Doesn't make any sense, right? So just be careful. Yeah, you do have support on the junk here, right around 36.28. So be careful on that. If that just flushes through, look out below. You got some gaps to fill down here, and I wouldn't doubt if this comes right back down to 35 bucks. So, but we're holding that low of the day on the SPY. They're just not giving it up. 40 million on the day. It's just light volume. Hard for the markets to sell. I mean, they can't rule it out. Got to be careful. So the J&J going for 126. Let's see if it can pierce through it. If it does, I will add more to my position. Let's see here. COL. Double top. You got a little spiker there. Hold on here. If you have earnings or anything coming up, you better check that. Oh yeah, I love that. Look at that. Yeah, if you want to short this one, you can. Don't go all in though. 10% of your total portfolio, nothing more, guys. If this one shoots up to if you want to add here at 97 bucks, you can. If it shoots up to 100 and pierces it, maybe 102, 103, add more up in there. But I have no problem with this thing coming off. Nice retrace back up to the all-time highs, and now it's taking it down again. Yeah, I have no problem with shorting this one. But hold on here. Let's just say, I mean, it could. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it had earnings or anything. It could go up a little bit more. If you want to be really patient, you can wait for the 100, 101, 102, possibly 104. Again, if the markets break down, this one will be lights out, period. So I do like the chart, though. I like the fact that it came back. See how it retraced up here, down, retraced up here, down, retraced again. They're going to suck more people in, and then boom. We have 2 million on a day, so it trades pretty good. Wait, hold on here. Let's see the volume. Volume's pretty light, but not bad. It looks like we might get a little tail today. If you want to short it, give it a stab. Just don't go all in. Maybe 100 shares. If it goes past 100, 102, 103, one more, your average price will be right around 100, and then just stick tight with it. We're reaching the 125.97 or 126 on J&J, so get ready. If it does, let's see if they could pierce it through. There must be some stop outs around 126. The market makers are going to suck it right up to that. Stop everybody out. You'll get that one little pop up, maybe a 10, 20 cent pierce, and that's when we'll hop in with a little bit more of J&J. We're still in that time frame, guys, with the lunchtime float and all that crap. So, all right, so we're at 125.99 on J&J. Let's see here. Gary, I started today at noon. I have all different times. I'm going to try to get something a little tighter, but we'll see. Let's see if J&J can pop through the 126. Maybe give us a 10, 20 cent pierce. If it does that, well, I'll add to the position, and then go from there. Come on. But you know what? There's a lot of guys probably waiting at 126.10, 126.20. For the pierce, and then short, you got the double top, you got a nice push up. I mean, it wasn't a bad pattern off this area, off this slightly bullish, a little bit extended on the daily. Is it going to make? I don't think it's going to make it. we'll see. Let's keep an eye on this one. Let's see if we can compare. So I'd love to add another position, get my cost average up. I'd love it around 126. But if you're not short the J&J, you can short swing this one here, right here at 125.95. Or if it pulls back a buck or so, we might be out tomorrow morning. So just be aware of that. So it's up a buck 83. It's a nice push up. I'm about 20 cents out of the money now or what have you, but not a big deal. All right, let's see here. Sorry, guys, I'm getting a little bit behind now. Costco. Yeah, I'm short Costco still. Yep, you got it. Yeah, I'm going to hold on. I mean, we're starting to break below that. I think we're getting to 162. We get to 162, I'll cover the rest of the trade. If the markets start breaking down, I'll let it go down to 159. But yeah, this Costco trade's turned out to be a real good trade. So yeah, I'm still short. So in at 171. Wow, we were in at 177, so that's why we sold half already at 169.50 right in that area, and we're trying to get another $6-7 out of it. So yeah, if you're short from 171, yeah, hold tight. You need to break down past this 166.13, which it looks like it's going to. If it continues down, we're definitely gonna, you're gonna come up to this window here around 164.62, but you have a gap here at 161.92. And then at 159, you have a good chance over at the bounce. So you start getting the 160 area, you get your $10 or so. Start taking some off the table. We already did on this one here, so why not? I'll take $10 off of a 177, stock. All right, let's see. Hi there. I always miss the live stream. Yeah, sorry, Gary. Yeah, I try sign up for my membership, man. It's a free membership. You'll get the email right before I go live, like 20 minutes, 15 minutes before. So go to the website, sign up for that, and then you'll get it. You'll get the email alert right before I go live. Kite, yeah, I didn't look at that one last time. Kite, I know they had earnings or something like that. Did it go high? Yeah. Still a news-driven stock. I had a broker call me on this one too, and he was hyping it up and this and that. It could go a little bit higher. I like the fact that it got above the $77 area. It's retracing nicely. It's just news on this one. So, with the earnings and everything, I do love the fact that it did retrace. If you want to take a stab at it, you can. Just go light, knowing that you still have double top here around $89. So it could, if it goes, you could take a short here. If it gets above this high around $81, $82, you got to stop out, reshort it here at $90, or this high pivot here at 87.22. I like the play. If the markets break down, it will go lower. But remember, I actually had two brokers call me on this thing going, you got to get Kite, this and that. This was right before earnings too. I bought 100 shares, took it for a nice profit here. I was out on this candle here, and it went up again. Of course, I sold, and of course it followed through. They want me to chase it. I did, and I left it on. I just took the money and ran. It's a nice retrace. I have no problem with shorting this here. Again, if it gets above me, maybe 82 or so, then it might be going back to 90 on some news. So be careful with that one. But I do like the fact that it retraced back up to almost at the high here. I'm thinking that's setting up for lower prices. If markets break down, it will send down. If the markets stay buoyant, this one could possibly keep clawing its way because it had good earnings or whatever it had here or news. So everyone's getting all excited with this one. But I do like the fact that it did go to the 80 even number and pulled, and it got rejected right there. All right, J&J is pulling back a little bit. We're at 125.90, so let's see if that will hold out. Apparently, people must have took it short at almost at the 75 quarter number, and then market makers take it up a little higher. Why not? Shake them out. I added CVX and HAL calls down here. Tight stops. Oh, be careful with those. I think oil has a little more to go. I just covered half of my Halliburton position. We've done that trade a couple times. CVX, yeah, be careful. Tight stops, yeah, have those tight stops on those. These markets break down, the oil is going to go lower, and it's going to drag everything down. What time do I start? It's different times. I've been starting about noon Eastern time, 1 o'clock Eastern time. I think I started the other day at 2 o'clock and went for a couple hours. So, but like I said, sign up for my website, StockBookie.com. You get the email alert whenever we're doing stuff, or we post videos, or we post trades. We're working on more stuff with that stuff too. You really think J&J higher with LXP fading? No, we're shorting J&J. We're not going higher. No, it just hit double top at 126. Hell no, short J&J right here. We put the trade out about half hour ago. It's posted on my Twitter page too, so I think I posted it on there. Seems like we are shorting everything. Oh hell yeah, we are. You got that right. We're shorting everything, every high flyer. Amazon, Google, McDonald's, Netflix, Apple, JPM, GS. I'll go long, Dimitri. One day we will go long, just not now. Not when you're at the all-time highs. Here, take a look at this. The reason why we're not going long in these markets, guys, you're going to SPY move like this to the moon. Why in the hell would you keep going long? Look at this move, guys. I'm going to show this chart every day. Dot-com disaster, housing disaster. This is the money printing central banks out of control disaster. Look at this chart. How, if this market crashes and goes straight down, do you think anything's going to stay green? It's all coming down. It's called a market trade. The SPY, the IWM, the Qs, the DIA, the IBB, the IYT, if those come crashing down, I don't give a shit what stock it is. They are all coming down. This is what we're trying to capture as being a short trader. We will be long. We would be long if the SPY comes into maybe 211, this 250 MA will be going long because I want to go long when everything else is going up on the indexes. Are the indexes going up just like this move here? The indexes went straight up. What did all the stocks do? Go straight up. There were some turds out there that didn't do anything, but this goes straight down. Everything's coming down. It is called a market trade. You want to be going short when the SPY and the indexes are going lower. You do not want to be long, especially if we get some vicious selling. Believe me on this. Just like in 2015 when we had that flash crash and we were 1,000 points down, do you think anything was going green that day? No, it was all severely red. That's what we're trying to catch. And I was loading shorts right before 2015 in August. Everyone was laughing at me. Oh, you're stupid, this and that. When we got tanked and we tanked down, we got paid. All right. Yeah, so that's what we're doing now. And I preach that all the time. I'm not being, if we find a great spot for a bounce on the indexes, hell yeah. And then once the indexes start bouncing, then we're looking for areas of support on different stocks for bounces. So it doesn't mean when the SPY bounces, everything's going to bounce. Stuff can still go lower. But basically right now we're looking for all green stocks that are high flying. That's what we're shorting. When this thing comes crashing down and starts to move back up, we're going to look for stocks that are crashing down still to find support to buy long, because eventually those stocks that are crashing down will find support and go long. That's how we're going to play these markets. I don't care, long or short. Right now we're going short. Eventually we'll put on our bull costume and we'll go long. Right now we have our bear costume on, and that's just the way it is. All right, guys, SPY's back at the lows again. Let's see if this thing could crack lower. IWM just made a new low. The DIA's holding out. The IBB's coming in. Again, if you took that IBB short, cover something that you're about $2 in the money, take something off the table. Let's see. Agreed. Yeah, I played after earnings, small with 300. Yeah, just if you got to trade stuff at earnings, small positions, guys. The J&J is a little bit bigger because I'm looking for maybe $1 or $2. So if you take 1,000 shares in this thing, you get $1 or $2. It's $2,000 and you get out. Done. See you later. On to the next one. Tesla. Is it breaking down still? Yeah. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Down she goes, but it's Tesla. Oh, SPY's breaking down, guys. New low of the day. Here we go. Look for that 236 even number. That's a low pivot. So let's see if we can head down there. J&J starting to come in. You know what, guys? I'm going to pull up the SPY here if you guys don't have this chart. Here we go. Let's see if we could come to these low. We're back to the low pivots of yesterday here, but then we have another low pivot right at come on, where is it? Right there, 236, and we have one right here around 236.16. So let's put an area there. So let's see if we can come down into these areas right now. So right now we're breaking low, a little bit lower than that. Let's see if this can hold on. For me, I want this market to dump. So yeah, yeah. Don't worry, Ruben. They're going to have David Tepper on. They're going to put on Siegel. They'll have Buffett, all the perma bulls on. They're going to be like, hey, guys. Time to buy. Stocks are cheap. Why do you think these guys are telling you? They don't want to fight a bear market. They want everything to keep going up. You know, these guys been sitting around for 8 years telling everybody, oh, how great everything is. These guys don't want to work. They want to sit there to talking heads. Dow 40,000 by 3 years from now. It's going to be great. Everyone's a trader in a bull market, guys. And when it turns to a bear, they all get their asses smashed. They all go buy the dip, load up on margin, and their time will come. Just like in 2000, just like in 2008. Everybody was a trader until we got a correction. And oh my God, what the hell's going on? I bought the dip 42 times and it's still going down. So Tesla, though, starting to break lower. We had a little bit of a bearish pattern. Ooh, SPY's going lower, guys. We're going right here, and then the 236. Let's see if we can make it there. I'm not going to be a buyer. Qs are starting to come in a little bit more. X is coming in. Gold, yeah, there goes Google. Good thing I added more at that 860 area, or whatever the high of the day was. But it's Google. All right, here we go. We're going to be testing these lows right here, guys. Tesla. All right, hold on. Let's go back. I want to open this up here. All right, let's open these. Let's open this up. All right, so we're going back down to the next lower pivot down in here. This is it, and you got a low pivot. Gosh. All right, let's see if we can have some fun here today, guys. All right, yeah. See, people are starting to get out, guys. Wait until everyone runs the. This is probably one hedge fund guy starting to sell a small, player. Wait until they all start coming in. All right, so you got some low pivots down here, and ultimately you have one down in this area too. So not that it's going to make it down to here, but wow, look at that. Whoa. All right, we hit the first little pivot here right at 236.17 or so. Let's see if we can hold. I am not taking this trade, guys. If we start heading lower to 235.41, I might think about it. They can start. I've seen this crap before. I mean, they still light volume. I'm not going to get too excited yet. Let's click over to the daily really quick. The daily, you got to think you have the 20 MA coming up at 235.84. So we're going to try to protect that. So let's see if we could flush through 236. Let's see if we can get a 50-cent flush through that area. Then maybe a buyer. They're holding that area here because you got the MA. This isn't my normal setup, guys. This is what I'm normally looking at here. So I'll have my 60-minute. I'll have the daily. And I'll have my 10-minute too. So I got all time frames here. And you got the 200 MA around 233.43 as well. So yeah, look at, if you are short the IBB, take some off the table. Hold on here. Let's just see J&J. Yeah, look at J&J. See how that market's come in, and now J&J is giving it up. See, I don't care what it is, guys. This thing starts to go. I'll take my $1,000 and I'll be like, see you later. On to the next one. Maybe I'll take off half and then leave, or maybe I'll take off 3/4 and leave a quarter position as a swing trade, possibly on J&J. I do like the fact that we went almost into that 126 area. But we start saying, watch it. Watch the SPY go down. Watch J&J give it up. It's like a young schoolgirl, something like that. Shouldn't talk that. I got two girls. I have 2 kids too, guys. All right, hold on here. I'm going to put this one back up on my charts. All right, here, hold on here. Short snap? No, don't short snap. Let it go lower. Or John, I mean, you can. They could push it up because the underwriters could hold that stock up for a little while. I wouldn't touch it, but if anything, I'd wait for snap to come to lower prices and then buy long and then hold that. Don't believe the word of Tepper. Yeah, no, don't believe any of those guys. Siegel, he gets paid from Goldman Sachs to do these speeches at all these places. They pay him like $100 grand a pop. What do you think he's going to tell everybody? Oh, you got to just stay in the markets. It's going to be great, SPY breaking down on news. Trump still committed to restoring Glass-Steagall. Okay, is that what's going on? Stuff. Okay, so there's some news coming out. So yeah, and that's the other thing. I got to put Trump back on my Twitter feed. Made 200 on your picks while you were talking. Nice, Dimitri. Which one did you take, buddy? I love it, man. Rock and roll. I'm not giving you guys trades for the hell of it. I'm giving you trades because I'm trying to make money. Damn, though, I wish there was a reason why, though. Up here, right here, we might have taken the SPY short. Again, I'm in a short SPY trade anyways, short term. So I'm going to wait until tomorrow. I might actually cover. Wow, look at the eye. Oh, look at this. This is getting ugly, guys. All right, hold on here. Oh, my gosh. I love this shit. IWF. All right. Breathe. IWM. I can do this, guys. I can do it. I promise you. All right. So gap fill on IWM here. So this thing could stop at wow, 135 even number on the gap fill on the IWM. So this could potentially stop this train from falling. We have a gap fill right around 135. Man. Let it pierce. Let's see if we could get down to maybe 50-cent pierce on this one, and then maybe. But guys, I mean, if it could get really ugly really fast. If you wanted to take this trade on the IWM, you got a little bit of gonads to you. Oh, look at the. Oh, I got to flick over to this real quick. Look at the IBB. If you're in this trade from this area up here, please cover something on this. All right. All right, let's go back to the IWM real quick. All right, 135 even number gap fill. Let it pierce through. Let's try to find something else. You got the 750. You got the gap fill. If this thing starts to fall, let it pierce through it here, guys. Shop. COL went down, made money, shorted 200. J&J, sure thing. Maybe even 2 weeks. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. COL too. I like that one too. Shop as well. These markets break down, guys. It's all going down. Just gave another 50 cents. There you go. BA short that one. Short Citigroup. Short JPM. Short all the high flyers. Guys are giving you guys a big Christmas present. And you'll get it up and down, but go long term. Buy shares. If you have to buy puts, go out a little further and don't go crazy. Spread them out. You know, if you're going to buy puts in Goldman Sachs, Amazon, Google, do them across the board, maybe 500 bucks in each one. Spread them apart. Go out to April, maybe May. But I don't like puts right now. They could still hold this crap up. That's what we're used to. But if this market breaks down, you're going to get paid handsomely. So if you're willing to take a little bit of a risk and buy some puts, do it. Just don't tell anybody I told you to do it. No. Hey, John, just came into the room, buddy. Let's look at this market moving down. Yeah, I didn't take the IBB, but we were talking about the $300 area again, just like yesterday. Chipotle, our trade, that one took off. We were already out of that one. We took a Johnson J&J trade today. It could be a swing trade unless it comes in a little bit more today. I'm holding it either way. 126 double top. You know, I wouldn't shy away from this. But I guess we looked at shop earlier. That one pulling, yeah, look at that. Bam. So, yeah, if you guys shorted shop up here, great trade so far on that. We also looked at COL. Oh, gosh, coming in some more. Jeez, wow. Yeah, these markets come in. Tesla's coming in some more. Wind's coming down again. Yeah, Google's coming in. Come on, baby. I have so many position shorts, guys. If this market comes in, you might not see me again. I'll be on my yacht. Friggin' floating around in the Caribbean. Again, if you came to the room, sign up for the free membership. You're missing out. You get the emails before we go live, all this good stuff. Commercial time. You know, it's like TV, guys. It's like CNBC. Down to a commercial. What is it? Viagra. One little blue pill, and pop goes the weasel. And I love the other end. If you have an erection longer than 9 hours, first of all, your partner's dying, and you probably your head's about to blow off. Oh man, I'm having some fun. I'm going to be going, and then the other thing too, guys, that the online stuff on YouTube, I'm going to end up doing it on what now? On your boat while Grandpa's crying. Yeah, exactly. But I'm going to do more like go to meeting where everyone can be talking. We can do trade ideas. Maybe more go to meeting where everyone can talk. Maybe at night. Here you go. SPY's going down lower. Wait, hold on. Let me pull the IWM. Hold on, guys. With any symbols or anything, you can punch stuff up. But right now, we're going to try to make some money here. All right. So, all right, here we come, guys. We're about 16 cents away. Remember, this is a high risk trade. If these markets start to really dump, this thing can flush out. I'm gonna try to really be patient and wait for 134, a dollar pierce. If it pierces a buck, I don't know if I'm gonna take it, but let's see if this 135. If you have some balls, you could take it about 134, maybe 80, maybe 70 area. But remember, this thing can flush out to the next level. Next big level on the daily over here. Good level though. Let me tell you guys, you have a couple reasons why you should take this trade, but If the market's flush, it's not. It's just going to right back down. So just be really, really careful with this. Hold on, guys. I got some emails. I gotta. Wow. Hold on here. All right, keep an eye. Let's see if we can get this go. Sorry, we TRTC. WED stocks long term. Let the games begin. Yeah, right. Exactly. All right, hold on, John, with that one. What I don't know. Put a dollar symbol in front of it and let me know. I don't know. Or the weed stocks? Yeah, like the marijuana stocks? Yeah. No, there's a couple good ones out there. I'm looking at those right now, but I'd rather have the whole market come in first. Let this whole thing correct. Let's get a correction in these markets first, and then let's load up on some of these marijuana stocks. If you have a bunch of them, punch them in. Ones you like, we could take a look at them. But yeah, weed stocks, definitely, sir. Like those. All right, guys, we're coming back in. We're almost there. SPY is starting to break down here. Not break down, but we're starting to come in real nice. We're testing the 136 even number. That was that other area where we had a lower pivot. So let's see if that's going to hold. You got the low pivot there at the 236 even number as well. Let's see if that holds. If that does not hold, SPY next level is going to be 235.42. If it gets down there, let's pull on the 6. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let the games begin, guys. Hopefully, well, right when everyone thinks it's going to break down, that's when buy the dippers come in, and then the thing goes straight up again, and everyone's, woohoo, look at this, buy the dip, everyone's going up. It's not going to work one day, guys. It's not going to work, I promise you. Yeah, TRTC. All right, hold on before we start looking at stuff. I want to try to make some money here. All right. So 135.10, it's almost there. Let's see. Man, I almost have this stupid feeling they're going to hold it. I'm going to come in with this. This is the areas here, 135 and then 134.20. All right, the SPY's starting to go lower. So, oh man, don't take this trade yet. Not yet, guys. Not yet. If the SPY gets down to 235.50, then if this thing starts to come in, then if that thing starts getting a bounce, then we'll take it. You got to time this stuff. I don't want to put you guys in a bad position and this thing just flushes out. It might get to a point, though, guys, where we just don't do anything. We're coming off the bearish pattern on the 60-minute SPY, and it's been consolidating for probably 4 days now. We talked about that. But the only other thing, too, we're coming into the 20 MA on the daily on the SPY, so that could possibly hold these markets up. Let it flush. Let it flush. We're almost into the even number. Market makers are holding it up because they know the market makers are there's a lot of technical guys buying at gap fill here. They're going to hold it, hold it, hold it. All right, SPY starting to move lower, guys. 235.81, 235.82. Come on, baby, a little bit more. Come on, pierce it, pierce it, pierce it. Let's go. Come on, a little bit more. Q's starting to break lower. All right, let's find an area on the Q's too where we can get some support. Yeah, Q's got a gap window coming up right around, I can't see it that good though. 130 or so, even number. Wow, look at this, guys. All right, keep it going, keep it going. All right, get ready. How's our J and J trade? That's got to be coming in now. Yeah, there we go, people. Woohoo! All right, J&J's coming in here. IWM. Market's starting to come in. There we go. We got the Pierce on the IWM. All right, guys, get ready. Oh, man, I almost want to step up here, but I think let's try to – we hit the 20 MA on the daily SPY, guys. That could possibly wreck this thing right now. A lot of technical people are waiting for that 20 MA to buy. I can't step up right now. There's no way. I made some good money this week. I'm not going to give it up on one trade and they flush this thing out. We do have great support in this area. Excuse me. The SPY's trying to hold that low pivot. The IWM just filled that gap, hit the 750. It pierced it a little bit. What did it pierce it by? A couple pennies? Actually 10 cents. So it pierced it by 10 cents. Oh, man. Let's see if this is a short-lived bounce where they get to buy the dipshits back in and then they flush it in their face. Remember, technically, you do have some technical guys buying here on the even number gap fill. But for me, as a technical trader, you start getting some selling points like this, you want to get the hell out. Simple moving average. D, I'm going to be buying. I'm going to go long, but nothing yet, man. Do not touch this market yet. You don't want to get stuck with a freight train and this thing just freaking runs you over. Let's see here. I'm not going to go through stuff. I'm just going to go through. I got a list of stuff. So Apple's down $1. Adobe's coming in. Adobe's another one. Short that pig. ADP's coming in nice. Aetna, we went short on that one. That one's up a buck, but if the market comes in, that thing's going to be coming down. ALB's playing out good. AIG, we added more short on that. AMD went negative. AutoZone's down. BA's down a $1.67. BlackRock's down. Caterpillar's down to 90, almost 90 bucks now, guys. Oh man, that one's paying us nice. Costco's down another buck. What other ones? Deere's coming in a little bit. Dallas is coming in a little bit lower. We did cover half a DAL today. What else? Domino's, finally, guys. If it's only down 360, but that one's going to be falling like a brick soon. FedEx is pulling back. Granger, we took short. We shorted Granger at like 252 or 255, and that's at 243 now. So that one's coming in real nice. Halliburton's coming in nice. What else? Gosh, all of them. Honeywell, IBBs. Well, IBB. Oh no, look at the IBB go. Woo, IBB, keep going, baby. IBM's falling. We talked about shorting that one. Intuit gets short that. We were in a position on that one. The IYT, I've been begging people to short that one. Let's see, PLC's pulling back finally. Is it? Let's see. Let's see. There you go, $1.16, almost in the money on that one now. Everyone laughed yesterday. I'm gonna have to talk shit on Twitter, on StockTwits. MLM just coming in beautifully. All right, we're holding this area though, guys, right now. Let's see if we can get a little more volume. Volume's starting to pick up. You start getting people running for the door, you better step aside in these markets, guys. Panera's still, you know, if you want to short Panera, that one too, that one's up $2 today. I have no problem shorting that one. What else is coming in? THO, look at that, down another 231 or 271. Oh, that thing just keeps paying us. That thing's beautiful. SCO, the oil trade, just keeps paying us. Tesla's down almost 350. Tesoro's down almost 6. Alta after the bell. If you want to short Alta with a small position into earnings, do it. If it goes up, add more. If it goes down, enjoy the ride. URI's coming in. Gosh, they're all coming in, guys. Big Daddy's getting paid here. HII's down too. Gosh. I love this stuff. Celgene's still up, though, that little bastard. And Clorox, too. But Clorox, too, is another one. Safe haven play. That one we added some shorts to the other day. And that one's up a little bit. But remember, these will slowly come in. I don't care what it is. Clorox, whatever. Eventually, they're all coming down. Damn, this is great, guys. Woohoo! Panera staying up. Yeah, they're on news or something like that. But you know what? It's an extended play. I have no problem shorting that one. Didn't get in COL, but working. Yep. PLC's working. Yeah, 135 broken. Yeah, it's still holding there, though. I mean, look at the IWM. It's still holding. It was a great area of support. You know what? If the markets if the market started ripping up and everything, this will hold, and you'd probably get maybe a 50-cent bounce. But I just can't. When the SPY's going down, I mean, the SPY's holding that little pivot too as well at the 236 even number. I just can't. I can't step up to these. When you got a light volume market and you start having volume coming in on this and it's selling, it could go a lot lower, guys. Just be careful in these things. Still early, like I said, whatever. But still at 2:30 on the day, but usually in the mornings and in the afternoons, you get a little bit more volume here, and we might get a little more selling. So, always need a reason to sell. Well, there we go. Yeah, off the below, you got a 20-cent bounce. You take 1,000 shares, it would have been $200. But for me, I couldn't do it. If someone did it, just tighten that stop up. Just beware that it could go lower. But if if you're in from the Pierce, if you had the gonads to do it, just keep riding it up. Let's see. For me, at least. This is how I would play this one then, guys. Let's take a fib from this level to that high. So, you're looking for maybe you're 34 cents up here, 61 cents there if it gets there. For this one, it has to get above this blue line, 135.18 to continue higher. If it chops around sideways here for the next maybe hour or so, expect some more selling towards the end of the day. That's how we'll play it. So if you did get that bounce, off the low, we got 20 cents or so, whatever, tighten that stop up now. All right. Okay, I can breathe now. I can breathe now, guys. All right. So we're only 54 down on the Dow. Nothing crazy. 5.69 on the S&P. But the Nasdaq's giving it up. That was a positive, a strong horse on the day, and that's probably because the IBB. The IBB, guys, if you took that trade from the 300 area, please take something. You're $4, almost $4 in the money on that one. Please take something. Let's go back to J&J. That one's probably popping up now since the market's, it's a safety haven play. That's pulling back a little bit more, but, it's kind of like the Clorox and that stuff too. How's BUR? This was a short we put out too. Dude, down $1. Nice. Look at that. Here was your areas, guys, and boom, right back down. So if you guys are in this trade, just enjoy the ride. We're starting to get a little bit of a bid on the markets. IWM 135.12, so nothing crazy. The IBB is getting a slight bid. The Qs are coming up a little bit, but let's see. This could be very short-lived. We did have a good area here, guys, to bounce. So, but remember, if we got to get back above this little pivot here, and then maybe more up. And it looks like we're going to start heading down. So if you did take that trade, you got your 20 cents, maybe 1,000, 2,000 shares, cover that, take that damn trade off, because next thing you know, we're just freaking falling. So just be careful with that. What do you have for ACAD? ACAD. Bearish pattern. ACAD came up, came back down. This is setting up for lower prices, guys. Market breaks down. This is going. See how the market's breaking down, and this is starting to break down. You'll still catch this low pivot here, right around 35.53. But if you're long in this one, tighten that stop up. Markets break. You're going here, 34.56, and you're going down to 32.15, possibly lower. So be careful with that one. But yeah, this thing's coming in real nice here. I mean, that's just off the fly. That's a quick. Yeah, but that's setting up real nice for lower prices. Yeah, that's a great, but I wouldn't rule out a nice retrace back into the highs here one more time, get more, bag holders on, and then the dump out. But yeah, if this low here breaks here, you're easily going to the 50 MA and then possibly 32.13. So be careful with that one, D. All right, let's see here. Again, if you just joined us, go to my website, sign up for the free membership. You get the videos, you get the posts, you get all that crap. So just trying to get more members here, guys. I want to do this full time. I got more people signing up, which is great. I'm going to post something on StockTwits, so give me a second here. Live stream in session. Come join the fun. Let's see here. I think I still have it. I'll put Snap. Everyone's watching that. Exxon Mobil. Tesla, geez, everyone was so bullish on that one, and same thing, pretty incredible. It's like rinse and repeat. Everybody gets in, everyone gets happy, and then they freaking slap them and take it right back down. Pretty incredible. And then I'll put Facebook on here too. All right, let's go back. All right, let me breathe here for a second. Did Yellen finally hit the flush button after all? Yeah, no, we're holding these areas here. IWM's looking a little bit weaker. Again, we're right into this that gap window right there at 135 even number, which you can see a little bit better on the daily. You had the gap fill, you had the even number, and you had 750 retrace. So you had a great area to bounce. And now what we're going to do, we're going to see if this thing can set up sideways and then set up for the next leg down, or do we retrace back up into the moving average and then possibly the next leg down? If you took this trade on the Pierce of the even number, tighten that stop up. Don't mess around with this one. You're up about 20 cents on this trade. Took 1,000 shares. It's a couple $100. Now to the next one. XLI. Is that I think that's a ETF. Yeah, it's starting to break down too. Yeah, if you don't hold this pivot right here, you're going to have lower prices to come. You got some gaps to fill down here, but let's do a quick fib in this one. Yeah, you're breaking down. Not breaking down, but it's starting to look weak after that nice little kiss up on the 300 up day. Got everybody on board. Oh man, here we go. It's Dow 40,000, and then straight back down. So yeah, it's starting to break down a little bit. We still have to get below the 65 even number area. Markets are catching a little bit more of a bid here. Nothing crazy. IWM's at 135.16. So yeah, nothing to do here. If you're short this one, just enjoy it. And then XRT, I think that's another ETF. Yeah, XRT's already starting to go, huh? Let's see here. Yeah, geez. Yeah, that one's already yeah, you're breaking through. Yeah, you're probably going to 40 bucks down in this area easily. Let's see. Wow. Look at this. Oops. This one. Yeah, oh man, that's key right there, boys and girls. That breaks through that trend line. We're easily going here first and here. Some key areas in these stocks, let me tell you. I mean, that's a pretty big area too on that one. Let's go a step further here. Let's take retrace from this low pivot to that. It's gonna say, yeah. So you have some good area. If that thing cracks through here, you're going here, and you're going right down to 40 bucks, 39.50. Looks like the markets are catching a little bit of a bid. Like I said, protect that trade if you more bag holders for tomorrow. Yeah. Pretty much, guys. You know, let's go back to the IWM real quick. Remember, if you did go long here, if you did step up to the plate, you're getting about 30 cents on this trade right now. The low of the day was 89, so you're at 30 cents. Tighten that stop up or sell half, protect it, and see if you get a little bit more. But again, this thing could reverse and go straight back down. So that's why I didn't want to step up. I rather have waited for a little bit lower, you know, maybe a 30, 40 cent pierce, maybe a pierce down to you know, this level here around the 134.48, 50 area. It just didn't happen. So, but again, you know, we're starting to break through some key support areas on this IWM. Someone's going to have to need to push this thing back up. If it closes down here today, it's going to be a pretty ugly close on the day. We still have an hour and a half left, guys. The hour of power coming up, so be really, really careful. Let's see. So what levels do you want to see break on the SPY to see more downside? Well, it's not really about that right now. If you look at the SPY, you're into the 20 MA. That's what it kissed, and that's why it was bouncing too. So it's a pretty good level. If it does close below the 20 MA today, that's going to be a little bit more on the weak side. But we got a lot of support right here in this area. So really, what I'm waiting for, I'd like to see some sideways action and then the setup for the next wave down. But if it does continue lower, you want to see it close below the 20 MA. Then get down into this low pivot and fill the gap down here right around 135 or so. So let's see if we could get down there. It's really one step at a time. We had a nice pullback. Doesn't mean it can't go right back up on light volume like it's been for a while. But this push up right here kind of was suspect here. And look what they did. They got, you know, everybody on that 300 up day, they hyped the shit out of that day. You know, oh my gosh, here we go. It's about to break out. And then it's the same old shit every time on Euphoria, guys. So, but yeah, so one step at a time. It's got to crack through the 20 MA first, but you got some gap fills here. You got low pivots. Ultimately, 235 is my next area of support if this starts to go. If that just blasts through there, I wouldn't rule out going right to the 50 MA right here at 230. That's what I'm kind of looking at, but one step at a time here. I want to see more consolidation or a pattern. There's really no pattern here other than a couple day pullback. Excuse me, guys. And usually on pullbacks, you know what everybody does. Oh my gosh, it went from 240 to 235. I gotta buy the SPY, buy the dip, buy the dip. It's been working for years. God, and Tesla down $3 now, catching a little bit of a bid with the market. See how the markets catch a little bit of a bid, guys, and everything kind of turns a little bit green. So that's why I'm saying it's a market trade. So beware. If markets go lower, everything is going to go downtown. Let's look at the where's the transports. Transports are down 76. Broker dealers are still a little bit green. The VXX is starting to glow a little bit. VXX, I don't have a problem with. Take a small position in that if you have to do that one. What else here? Everything's starting to slow down. We are into the 230 time frame. Oil starting to catch a little bit of a bid. I mean, it's a little oversold here, so you're catching that area where the gap fill is. See how they're trying to save it? Because technically, if it closes below that, it's kind of more bearish. So they got to get it above the 618 and the gap fill just to say, oh my gosh, it closed above the gap. Now on this one, we'll see if we can retrace back up here and then maybe the next leg down. How's gold doing? So gold's trying, we did go a little bit lower today. We did fill the gap yesterday, and gold's trying, but man, Gold might go down with the markets, but eventually gold will switch and start moving up. That's why I think the JNUG, is that still positive today or did it go negative? Yeah, it's going negative again. Jeez. I mean, you got some gaps. You filled the gap here. You still have a gap here, and you have double bottom here at about 378. Gosh, if you could really wait patiently for JNUG, 378 is probably going to be your area, but depending, the market, I guess it could come down still with the markets. Oil will come down. Everything will come down. That's why it was kind of a precursor. When oil was selling yesterday, I was like, something's up here. That's kind of like ding, 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 ding. Be aware. Something big can be coming. Because, yeah, when oil falls like that, boy, you better step aside. All right, the IWM, if you did take that trade, tighten that stop up, guys. This consolidates for a little bit longer. We're setting up for the next leg down. So just be careful. If you're long any stocks, just tighten those stops up. That's why right now we're going short on everything, guys. There will be a time when we go long. Believe me. I want to go long, but right now it's just not the time. Or bag holders tomorrow. Yeah, George, how funny is that? So what levels do you want to see on the break? Yeah, I mean we're holding tight here. So we're holding the gap. We're holding that low pivot here. Let me pull up the SPY again. Remember though, the IWM's been a little bit weaker than the SPY, so watch out for that. So here's the SPY here. We kissed the 20 MA on the daily. Hasn't touched in a while. You'd expect a little bit up move, but remember on the 60-minute, we've been consolidating in a slight bearish manner for the last couple of days. So you get this slight bearish manner on the 60, you get a more short-term move down. We do have an area at 235.23, and I think that was the gap. That was a pivot, and then you have the gap fill too, right around the 235 even number. So let's see if this market starts to go down. See if we're heading down into these areas down in this. Then you have this low pivot right in here too. So a couple little areas. Let's go into that a little bit more. So gap fill down here, then you got some pivots, and then you have gap window like in here. So you do, and then of course the low right here as well. So let's see if we can continue down on this one. Yeah, you don't want to wake up and for whatever reason the jobs number comes out bad tomorrow. Which I still think a good job number is worse for the market because the free money policy that Yellen's been fueling the freaking up move for the last 8 years. That's starting to disappear, guys. And markets like free money. I don't know about any of you guys. Do you guys like free money? Because I like free money. And if that free money dries up and people have to start paying a little bit more on their interest, it's not going to be good. Money's going to be coming out of this, especially at the all-time highs. You got to think these guys been distributing. That last 300 up day, all the dumb money's buying, all the big money's distributing. You get 150 million up day on a big 300, move on the Dow, and Trump's tone was great and this and that. But my gosh, we're at 150 million. You had a lot of distribution up at that high, in my opinion, at least. And now all these guys are just sitting there going, let it pull back, and then all the smart money will let it pull back, and they'll be buying long again. Low, low. Yeah, low's holding strong, but I think this one's setting up ready for some lower prices. Markets break down, it's going to go down. Period. We are short and low as well. So up on this pop up on here, create back to double top. I think it's ready to come back in. Kind of waiting for pattern on this one. It's really not giving us anything other than down, a little bit slight. That this is slight bearish pattern to me at least. It is slightly bullish because it's up and sideways. But for me, I'm looking at down and sideways here in a bullish manner. I think it's setting up for lower prices. The big key on this one is we got to get below the $80.29. 80.29 area. If it gets below that, then we'll probably be easily go down to 77 bucks down in here. Markets start to dump, we could probably even go down into here, even a little bit lower. So yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Short CBS. Where could it pull back to? CBS. CBS. Is that thing still going? Yeah, all right, still sliding a little bit. Let's see here. Oh, come on, get out of the way. I'm thinking if this thing pulls back, hold on here. Let me open this up a little bit more. SPY's catching a little bit of a bid, guys. It's trying. It's holding that gap fill or that little pivot down below in the even number at the 236. So, but overall on this one here, First of all, you got to contend with the 66.87 area. It breaks down that. I'm thinking here right around 62 bucks, maybe $62 right in here. Roughly, if the markets really start coming in, then you're probably looking at, 57, 50, 50, 55 area. This high here around 58.33. It should get a nice pullback. And then on a monthly, monthly's the other one. If it really does come in, you're going to have a little bit of, problems going through 64. This is a bigger time frame, but honestly, it can easily come back to 60 bucks, 55 bucks down in this area with no problem at all. Nice retrace back up, went to double top. I think we can come pull back into here. So, but the markets have to go. If the markets really start rumbling, I mean, this thing could go back to here. Who knows? Right down to 38. I mean, it had a hell of a run, 38 to, almost 70. And, I'm sure they got an upgrade somewhere up in here. So all we need right now, guys, is a SPY to dump. SPY dumps. We're going to get paid on everything. So, all right. Let's see. If you're new to the live stream, punch up a symbol with the dollar sign. Tell me if you want to go long or short. Right now, we're putting on more short positions because the markets are at the high. You want to be with, markets dump. Everything will go lower. Uh-oh. I think it's yelling. She's starting to panic. We're setting up. I think it might be a broker. Maybe I'll get it. I'll put it on speakerphone and you can hear the broker. Hey, John, how's it going? It's Steve from ABC Capital. I got a good one for you. It's like, all right, let's pull it up. These guys don't know I'm a trader, but it's funny stuff. They're telling me it's like this one here. I got CBS, man, and everyone's buying. Right here it's 67. It's great. And I'm like, wait, 67? That's double top, buddy. Why would you buy up here? Yeah, but they got everything going. I said, well, wait a minute here. Why weren't you telling me to buy CBS? Why weren't you calling me a year ago and telling me to buy CBS at 39? Why would you tell me at 70? That tells me you might want me to be a bag holder, as I'm buying into your bullshit scheme. You're selling into my buying. I said, why would I buy up there? Oh, the guys in back just told me 89 bucks price target. It's like, really? It's like, all right, well, what happens if this market sells? Well, really like BA puts here. Yeah, you could do BA, but remember, they're puts. If the market stays buoyant, they're not going anywhere. But let me tell you, if this thing comes crashing down, those puts are going to pay you. So you can do puts, guys, but just don't load the house. If you have a $100,000 account, do a $1,000 position, 1,500, maybe two at the most. I usually go a percentage, 1%, 2% at the most. I usually go 1,000, and I got a bigger account than that, guys. I could care less. But if my 1,000 pays me 1,000, I'm out. Done. If I lose 1,000, sucks, but on to the next one, All right, guys, if you took that trade on the IWM, tighten that stop up. We're starting to go down. We're almost 30 minutes sideways now on this trade. Well, we just clicked over, and we're starting to head down a little bit more. So just be careful. Yeah, BA, you can short that one. You guys got to do puts. Just go light. Don't get your butts kicked. This is a marathon, guys. We're going to get a lot more trades in here. We're going to do a lot more stuff. We are short-term traders. No more than 10% of your total portfolio in a trade at a time. And, if I'm posting 80 trades on Twitter or on my site that I have, all my trades on, if you can't be in all of them, be in 20 of them or 10 of them. And as soon as you cover one, you get into the next one that's out of the money. And if they're all coming in and stuff, then you got to kind of pick and choose. But right now, you got to keep shorting these markets. Oh, here we go. All right, guys, I'm going back to the IWM. SPY starting to break down. We're going almost back to the lows again. We did consolidate for maybe 20 minutes here. I'm setting up with the 10-minute chart over here, 60-minute chart here, daily chart over here. I'll put daily. IWM's looking a little bit weaker. We are starting to break down. We did fill the gap. I'm still thinking we're going to 134, possibly 134.50 when it's all said and done. But the SPY, on the other hand, you got 135.46, and then you have some other, you have the gap fill right around 235 as well on the SPY. Could we fill the gap today? Possibly. We still have an hour and 15 minutes roughly on the day, and we'll see where this thing goes. Volume is picking up a little bit, 51 million on the day, but see how we sold right here? And that was another thing. See how the volume was picking up? We went right into gap fill because people are just like, holy crap, get me out of this thing. You'd expect to bounce there because you have a little bit of exhaustion selling. Not that it's a big volume day or anything, but that's why you got to look at that. Yeah, it's coming down a little bit. Yeah, Gary, yeah, the BA, I know what you're looking at. How many days did it consolidate? I mean, it stayed up here. I mean, this would have been the area to put it on right when we retraced back up and then pulled it back, but it's not bad. I mean, still, I still think we can go down to 175, maybe fill this gap. If the SPY and everything gives it up, it's going to go, a lot faster. But just be careful with the puts. Like I said, don't go crazy. SPY's catching a bid again. This is the crap. This is the light bomb. If we had 150 million on the SPY right now, we'd be dumping. They couldn't hold it up. But since it's light volume, 51 million, Janet's henchmen, they're all freaking making phone calls right now. You guys said you weren't going to sell. But wait until next week when I rake the rate hike, but I'm just going to give more lip service and tell her, if she doesn't do the hike in next week, I think that could spur the sell-off. Because Wall Street, like I said, is getting tired of her crap. Look at MLM, guys. Oh my gosh, that's the one that just keeps giving. Yeah, SPY's catching a bid now. Yay! But we're still consolidating down this area. MLM, we shorted this one too. We covered, look at that, right back up. We covered down here, added here, covered back down here. It's still going. I'm still thinking 200 bucks. This is one we sat in though and took some shots to the chin. But finally, we're playing this one, guys. Another high flyer on the monthly. This is why we're playing it. This will be $179 stock eventually. You do have a gap down here around 185. Markets give it up. You'll be here at least. You might even make it down to 150. So be careful with that stuff. John, I've been telling everyone not to go puts for a long, long time. If someone really plays options in here, can you answer John's question? How long would you go out on puts? For me, I just don't do them. I'll write calls and write puts. Other than that, I just, right now, maybe a month out, maybe at least go into April and give yourself time. Because if the markets fall apart next week, those will start flying. Give yourself a month at least. But for me, they're just tough. I'd rather just go small share size. If you have a $100,000 account, do $10,000 positions. If you get 10% out of them, it's $1,000. It's not huge money, but you do, 200 of those trades a year, you're going to make 100 grand, 150 grand. Just, just, slow and steady, guys. Qs 127. Yeah, if everything comes in, sure. Qs, 130. Yeah, 120. I'm thinking the Qs are coming right back down in here, guys, around 115, to be honest with you. I don't know how soon. I'd say in the next month or so, but it could come down sooner. But again, I'm just playing these. I'm putting shorts on as these things go up and just taking it slow and steady. And as each trade comes in, I'm doing it. This would probably be a good area to do a put possibly because we've been up here and the puts have been getting just slaughtered right here. So if you want to do a put on the Qs, do it. Just go out until April, but do it like $1,000 position, couple puts. If it gives you 1,000, you get out. Say thank you very much. We could go straight back up again and start rallying with the jobs report tomorrow. So it's really, it's what you got to do or what you want to do, but also you got to just take small share size and know where know your pain threshold and don't go all in ever. Turn off CNBC too. All right, hold on, guys. I got some guys punching in some stuff here. How long you go on puts? SLV. Yeah, that's up to you. The puts are hard right now. I've been telling everybody don't buy puts for 6 months, and everyone's been getting smashed. Yeah, SLV, just like gold, all the commodities, everything, oil, everything's getting whacked. So this is kind of scaring me. I'd say right here, 1588. If that cracks, and you're looking at 1552. But yeah, it's getting ugly on this one. It's getting ugly on gold too. It's talking to us. I think it's saying, hey guys, you better, man. Yeah, you could easily go back to 15 bucks. You had a nice up, kind of like gold. You had a nice up move. We are trying to hold these areas though. Again, we got to wait until tomorrow's close to see where we go. But right now, there's, people are starting to take some profits here on these commodity trades. So be careful with these guys. Look at Avgo. Avgo is it green? Yeah, it's still going up, but you know what? It's time will come. They have some news today, maybe. But again, you're inside this big inside bar, retracing up. If you want to short this one, you could short it. At this point, I think Avgo's extended. Yeah, Avgo's going to have its day. So if you want to short this one on the green day, short it. If you want to wait a little bit higher prices, double top, 225, then go from there. You can short it here at 221.58. Maybe put a stop out around 226, 227 just in case. It could go to 230, but if the markets go down, this thing's going straight. See here what was extended from the 20 MA right back down. Extended again, it's going to come back down. It's a monthly chart play, so it might take a little bit longer. So puts are tough on this. I would do more share size and go from there. That's how I would play this one. Yeah, this is another one. They must have news or something up $1.97. But we're not like dumping out completely. If we were dumping, this one would start to come red. See how the SPY started selling here? See how it started coming in? And then the SPY's just kind of going sideways, and then it catches a bid. Let's look at J&J. J&J is probably the same thing. Yep, same thing. Look, see how we pull back with the SPY selling, then the SPY stays buoyant, and then, oh, buy the dip. So, but people are buying protection in this. Actually, did it pierce it? Yeah, it did pierce it. 160, so it did get to the 126.02. If you're not short J&J, you could short it up here. You know, just beware it could go up. This is kind of a safe haven play, so just beware on that one. 45 DTE to optimal. I'm not sure, Frank, what that is. Is that for the what's that for, Frank? I suck at options, so like I said, I write calls and write puts. That's pretty much all I do. But when it comes to options, next week puts will really pay. Oh, yeah, if you do it, yeah, if it comes in. If they don't, then you're going to be screwed. Firstly, you know, with all the news, with the Fed coming in, it is a bet, guys. If you're going to bet small. It's like going to the casino. At least at the casino, you know, you get the free drinks and the meals. Here you just get the stomach pain and the heart drop and the white knuckle in it and the frickin' getting sweaty. You know, when you're really losing a lot of money, it's like, oh my gosh. Puts are the only way I go short. All right, John. Well, if you know puts really well, I mean, you could try it, but just beware that these markets can go straight up tomorrow and or straight down. So just don't go all in, man. Just be careful with that stuff. I get these emails all the time. I bought puts. I know you've been saying it for months, and I'm getting my ass kicked. And what do I do? It's like, don't buy puts. You know, don't get me wrong. It's a vehicle to trade. You know, you can make money, but you know, right now it's a tough market, especially when these markets stay in the same place for 6 months. It's tough, and then they move up. You know, move higher. It's like, damn. Individual stocks and stuff a little bit easier, but short options. I meant. Okay, is that what that is, Frank? All right. And then XLY, XRT next to the break. The next two all break. Yeah, they're all starting to look a little toppy. What is it? XLI. Yeah, I mean they're also. We looked at that earlier. The XLY. Oops, hold on. XLY. Yeah, that one too. I mean, it's holding the 20 MA, just like the SPY. You know, this is what these guys do. They get it above the MAs, knowing that's support. They bring it right back in, and it's holding. This is setting up bearish. You know, a couple days bearish. You know, maybe they push it up one more time. Maybe the next drop. But everything's catching a bid with the SPY right now, guys. The Qs, especially the Qs. It's like, get the Qs up. Oh my gosh, they're slipping. Look at this, the Qs. Oh, hurry. So I was just gonna say that the IBB's got to be launching too. If you didn't take the IBB trade off there, I mean, gosh, we were talking right here around a 300. This thing pulled back to freaking 296. That's a $4 move on this one. Hopefully somebody got that and they pulled it. But see that? Get the IBB. We'll save the Qs. That's so stupid. It's driving me nuts, guys. SMH. Yeah, we went short this one. Let's see. Yeah, it's holding tight. Nothing crazy. Nice. I like this inside bar bearish pattern above the MA here. This one's setting up for lower prices, in my opinion. It's going to take some time, possibly. So, but yeah, look at that. I mean, is it good enough? The candles are getting a little bit smaller, a little bit tighter. I mean, 80 bucks is still an area up here, but let's see if it can, you know, pull back first. SPY's getting a little bit of a bid. The IWM still staying at the lows. USO caught a little bit bid, get back above the 20 MA. Google's catching a bid, you know, all the same crap, different day. You know, still light volume markets. Damn. So the 236.03 area is holding right now. Again, into the light volume. And remember, guys, the power hour. That's what everyone on stock twits. Here comes the power hour. Get in, buy long. So also crossing trend today is the SMH. Let's see. See on the weekly. Yeah, a little bit extended, really showing us nothing, just a little bit, you know, a little bit too high, too fast. You know, especially up in here. You get stretched on that monthly, this thing will be coming in regardless. I don't care what anybody says. It'll take a little bit of time, but we'll see. I mean, it's been holding that thing. It's been nice even movement on the moving averages here. Trend was up, but let's see. Trend is your friend until the end, guys. And then once the end, that's it. Yeah, J&J back up strong. See, but see how the SPY's moving up, and J&J just pop goes the weasel, guys. Boom, right through it. All right, so let's see here. All right, so I went through there. You know what? I'm going to add more short here at 126.10 on J&J. I'm just going to do this. It's going to be more of a short-term trade, guys. Going to play it. I love the fact that it went in the double top. If it does go a little bit longer, I'll hold on to it, turn into a swing trade. But right now, I think we could get some. You know, people are buying this one on the safety net. It could push up a little bit more. If I had to, I'll add a little bit more. So at 126.10, I add a little bit more short on J&J. I think did I post? I think I posted that one on J&J swing short J&J 125.75. So I do have something on my Twitter page as well for J&J. We did shop today. We did MO today. The SCO trade is coming back a little bit, but that's okay. So hold on here. All right. J&J. All right, let me get back to this. J&J, yeah, that's just the way it did. You get the SPY going up, there it goes. You know, and so it's pretty much going up with the SPY. This one was going up when the SPY was just going sideways. As it did pull back, it did pull back. You know, you had those nice 50, 60 minutes of downward. Then it came right back in. So, but again, you know, with me shorting it, you guys possibly shorting it, everyone else trying to short it at double top, market makers could squeeze this thing up a little bit higher. I'm not, but when the market gives it up, J&J is going to go right back down. Nervous Nellies before job numbers, and you know that too. SLX. Yeah, geez. You're looking at gap fill down here. You got a gap window that is hitting today. Yeah, look at that, right back down. Gosh. Look at these moves, though. Jeez. This thing went from $15 to $45, and everyone thinks it's still going to go higher. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at gap fill here at 37. You got a gap fill here at 38. And ultimately, you got a lot of gaps to fill down here. But ultimately, if this thing really starts running, you're going at 34 bucks down here, 200 moving average gap fill. On this one, yeah, everything's starting to fall apart. Slowly but surely, guys. And that, you know, you got to keep an eye on that stuff because eventually this thing starts rolling over. Got a lot of stuff on stock twits. Let me go in there, see what's going on here. Soda, Facebook, V shorting, this oinker, outright cat implosion. Yeah, I'll have to read these. I've been posting some stuff. Thanks. I'm out of XLI. I'm prime for a trend break. Yeah. So I got a lot more people come in and play that one with options. It was a winner, doubled my money. Which one was that one? The Google. Yeah, Google came in real nice. So yeah, everything's coming in. You know, we went short on Google. That one pulled back real nice. I'm holding on to some of these positions, especially when I'm doing live stuff. It's really hard to trade and do this, do that. Yeah, it was huge, the ADP job for, but you know, at this point, you know, again, it's a free money policy. It's like little babies when you take their little binky away, you know, they start crying. You take the free money policy away, and the Fed starts tightening up and raising rates. They're all going to start crying. And then next thing you know, they're all running for the exit, and that's when we get the nice 1,000-point down day. And I won't be doing live sessions. I'll just be posting it all. I covered everything that I was in. Basically, every trade that I have out there we'll be covering. You got to pop in U.S. Steel. I mean, this is stupid. I mean, look at all right. So you get Google goes back up. Love the 860 even number. Boom, pops in, comes right back in. SPY starts to sell. Look at that. 40 minutes up. Where does Google go? People can't help it. Buy the dip. Hurry, it's cheap up here at the highs. You know, I can't stand it. It just kills me. Hold on a minute. Here's my. It's like everything just slowed down to like a screeching halt here. It's like, is my chart still going here? All right, but we're still going in a bearish pattern here on the IWM since we went down to the gap fill, even on the SPY. Look at this. Nice bearish pattern. 20 MA starting to curl in the price. These are starting to take it down. You have nice even spacing on this, so that tells me this could possibly going down lower. Let's go to the 60-minute here. Let's see what kind of chart we're looking at there. Yeah, look at, I mean, look at the IWM. And we're still coming into, that was the gap fill area right here. That's what we're still holding. I'll stick a line in there. And next area, you know, I don't even know about this area anymore. You know, I'm still thinking, let's see if we can line this up with some other stuff. Wow, even number 134 for me. You know, I don't know if it's going to make it today. You know, we're almost in the power hour, guys. Everyone's going to be buying. Buy the dip. Hurry. Hurry, guys, hurry. But hold on, I got to take a look at some of my trades on where's Cat now? Some of these trades I'm not in, guys, on Twitter, so I want to make sure I'm telling people to cover. So I don't want to, yeah, 90.60. We covered half a Cat at 91.94, and now it's at 90.62. Gosh, that's almost another $2. Let's look at Cat. I might actually take the rest off of Cat here, guys. I just want to see, yeah, it's just trying to hold. You know, I'm gonna hold. I'd like to see the even number of 90 pierce, and then the markets break down, and then we might even get down to maybe 87, $86. We'll have to see. IWM still setting up. The Qs are the only ones that got the pretty big bid. The DIA is getting a bid. The IBB, of course, you know, that thing has a mind of its own. And then someone came in and was buying. You know, someone must need that IBB to be in that 295 above that area, whatever the spreads are or whatever the options are. Because, man, they are protecting that 300, 295 area with everything they got. Let me tell you. I mean, the candle on the IBB, somebody came in and did something. It's almost getting to be annoying. Toll, we added a little bit today. I want to make sure that I took some off of some of these trades that I'm not in. You know, as many as I can, you know, keep a track of, basically. The THO. Excuse me, guys. Where's the THO right now? God, that was a great trade. Yeah, look at that, 98.56. So we covered half at 102.71. God, I just want to see if we could crack this area here. I'm trying to be. Maybe I'll take off another half of the half and hold a quarter. I'm still thinking we could come down here to $90.80. Look at that. Love that. Yeah, now this one would have been the one to buy puts on. That would have been just epic. 3 days of just a meltdown. But you're in a big area here, but if the SPY keeps melting down, this one's going to go. And this is another one, guys. Monthly chart. High flyer. This one could be a $70 stock. So just remember that. All the high flyers starting to come in. One at a time, guys. Yeah, and if you want a membership, go to StockBookie.com, sign up for my website. Commercial break. No, so. Any other stuff, guys? Punch in some symbols, $ symbol. Tell me if you're in something. If you're looking to maybe short something, go long. Longs we're pretty much not doing unless we're really bottom feeding. SPY's catching another little bid. IWM's holding pretty tight. Yeah, but the 236 even number held pretty good. Surprise, surprise. You know. Look, Mom, no hands, you know, stuff like that. So what else here? U.S. Steel caught a little bit of a bid. You know, everyone's, oh, we got to buy U.S. Steel. Now it's at $35. It's cheap. Damn, I wish we would have shorted that at 40 again. We've done that one a couple times. TRTC. Is that the marijuana one? Is that a marijuana one? I think someone punched that one up earlier. TRTC. I think you might have punched that up. Is that a weed one? Yeah, it's got to be. They're all like low flyers. Short rig here. Rigs, that's a tough one right now. I mean, oil is coming in and everything, but is it TRTC? Is that a weed one, John? The marijuana stock? Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm writing this stuff down. Yeah, beware with these marijuana stock guys. You know, write them down. Have them in the you know, your back pocket for just in case. So TRTC. You got to do your research on these companies too and stuff. But let me see. Let's just look at this one here. See if we can see anything. Yeah, so it came back down. All right, let's look at the bigger time frame again. Let's go to the weekly. Yeah, SPY's catching a bid now, guys. You know, it's a power hour, guys. So $1.30. Looks like a lot of people were coming in trying to buy. Nice push up, came right back in. Um, for me, you know, I mean, it's well, the volume's not too bad, but I personally I would wait for maybe 10 cents, let it come back in, and then I might even take a little position on some of these. You know, I would do $1,000 worth, nothing big. It'd be 10,000 shares or whatever. But hey, if that thing goes to, you know, $10, I'm making a, you know, if it goes to $10, I'll just pretend I'm rich and not sell like dry ships. No, but no, if I bought at 10 cents and I had 1,000 shares and that thing ripped up to $1, you know, I'd sell half and see if you could get a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, these aren't bad plays. I mean, it's all spec plays, so don't load the house. The monthly chart, I mean, bounce up, or right back to the low. Here you go. You know, I guess if you start coming back into these lows here, yeah, right around 10 cents, that'd be a buyer because you made a low, you made a higher low. If this comes back in around 13 or so, then you're still making higher lows ready for the next, you know, go at it. So you could give it a shot down in here around $10 or 10 cents, 12 cents, something like that. So rig, let's look. Is it getting hammered? Yeah, no, I mean, shorting would have been right there, right at the 16, 15 even number. Too late to short. I mean, you're holding the 20 MA on the monthly chart. Let's look at the daily real quick here. Yeah, well, daily, short. No, you're hitting support right here, actually, on rig. You're hitting support at gap window. You filled the gap. Actually, rig can actually bounce. If the markets go down, it will go lower. Actually, it's not a man. If I wasn't thinking the markets were going to sell, God, that's a great level for just a quick in and out. But for me, shorting it, this would have been the area up in here, right here, actually, retrace. Once you retrace back into the $16 area, that would have been the short. Retrace right here, 14. Honestly, it could bounce. You're at the 618 gap fill, 200 MA. The only problem is now you got to have the markets bounce up. If the markets continue lower, this is going to go lower. So if anything, I'd go long, but I'm not personally doing that. Let's just see on the weekly. Let's see if it's into some support. Yeah, I mean, even on the, gosh, that's not a bad play. But just if the markets break down, this one's going downtown with everything else. I mean, you're almost into the 50 MA retrace on this one, 618 retrace. Gosh. But again, you know, you had a bearish pattern starting to break down. I mean, this thing could break down into here. $10 would be my area for a long. Short's already too late. I like what you're seeing here, but it's starting to break down already. Up here on the retrace would have been the area, and we'd be done with the trade already. So, but nothing to do. You're into support. This thing can actually bounce. But be careful, like I said, if the markets don't bounce, this will continue lower. All right, guys, I guess we're in the hour of power. And yeah, we're just going to go up now. For now on, we're just going to go up. So someone distributed, took their little bit of profit, maybe, you know, on the Trump, it's a Trump news. No, someone went, oh, wait, Trump news, sell. Oh, we're getting a nice retrace. Again, if you took this trade down here at the gap fill, you're in the driver's seat now. You're up about 40 cents on it. You know, start taking some profits. God, the IBB's going up. Ay. Back to the same old crap. Again, we still had light volume, 56 million. So I, you know, wouldn't rule this crap out. So damn, we were doing so good. And then voila, you know, everyone's doing short, you know, or buying puts down there. Can't help themselves. Buy those puts at the low, you know, we're going down. But we did get a nice bounce, though. I did have to say that was the area, 236 even number on the SPY, and then the 135 gap fill on the IWM. Excuse me. Yeah, can't get away from that right there. 135.02 as well as the 750 retrace. Great area. I just, you know, after a fall like this, maybe a little lower. You know, if it would have pierced down to the 134, you know, right now in this area here, then I might have taken a stand, you know, 34.50, you know, a little bit lower maybe. But again, we're still not out of the woods. We're still below the MAs on all these charts. You know, some are starting to grind up, you know, typical crap. So J&J has got to be going higher. Let's see. There you go. Good boy. Because it's J&J. Buy at the all-time high, double top. It's going to be great. You know, who's buying into this pig? Yeah, it's probably algos. You know, technical traders are buying down here. But for me, you know, for the IWM or the SPY, you know, as a technician, you know, if you bought 3,000 shares down here, you got your 30, 40 cents, you're out. You made your grand in a little less than an hour. You know, that's what happens. So you're buying all the technicians are buying, you know, a little bit of a Pierce, but as soon as it went up here and gave you 20, 30 cents, they're out. You know, or the prop traders or whatever, you know, whoever's trading in these markets. And then, you know, that's why you got volume in here. So they get it, they take it out or take half off. But see how they take half off, they dip it again, try to stop out all the longs. And now, you know, of course, light volume prevails. Now we're going straight up. Again, we might retrace back into the 20 MA. Remember, their goal in life is to get it back above the MAs and make sure everything's happy again in happy land. Markets can stay rational. The markets can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. Yeah, to a point, whatever. I just take small positions, Trey. That's it. You know, as long as I'm in small positions, I'm not getting killed. If I'm going all in on stuff, you're going to get killed. Period. So, you know, for me, I don't care. I got a little over 30 positions out there. They're all short. And as they're coming in, I'm adding more shorts. That's all I'm doing. I'll do intraday scalps. I do all that stuff as well, making money that way. So whatever. Like, you know, if you would have taken this, I didn't want to step up. I would have rather waited for lower prices. But if you step up with a couple thousand shares right here, boom, you're getting paid right now. And honestly, we could go right back up for the rest of the hour. For me, it wasn't a trade. I'd rather wait for lower prices. But honestly, it was a great area, you know, to take a long. Let's see here. XLE on the 50 simple and weekly right here. You short squeeze and energy likely tomorrow. Maybe. We'll have to see. When we get a sell off like this on the USO, they're trying to hold that area. In my opinion, they're trying to hold this 1044 area, and they're doing a good job. Remember, oil markets closed at what, 2:30 New York time? So voila, bounce that thing up. But when you start getting some outside bars like this on the daily, you know, I mean, if we have a slight, you know, if they get it back above the 110.50 area, that's probably going to be their goal today. SPY's starting to come up. You know, SPY's pumping everything up now. Come on, baby, pump it up. You can do it. Right back to the 20 MA. Damn, it's unbelievable. Yeah, they got to save the markets again, guys. Can't close under the low of yesterday. Can't do it. Got to get it above. Technicians will come out and tell everyone it's bearish. Yeah, it's so magical, these markets. So magical. Let's see here. CLF following this steel sell-off. I'm short at 10:30. We have support around here, but get out here. Let's see, CLF. You're short from 10:30, or was it 10:30? $9. Well, you got the $9 even number. It could bounce here. You do have the slight pivot. Hold on. Let's see on the weekly here. I don't want to tell you to get out. Yeah, you got good support right here. I mean, you made a pretty, you know, made a little over 10%. I'd take something. I'd take half off the table at least. And because if this doesn't hold, you're probably going to go to, you know, you're going to go right back down in here to the $5 area. But you got a great trade there, you know, coming off of this area. You hit this high pivot here, never made it. You have a little topping tail on the weekly, but you're into support here. So this one could bounce here. So yeah, I mean, if you got some good money, if you got a huge position, you know, sell 3/4 of it and keep a quarter position just in case if it does go down. But you're at the even number. You're at support from the 20 MA. You're inside this bar too, which is going to have some support at the bottom there, right around 877. Daily chart too. You know, a little bit oversold conditions. You're coming to this low pivot, but honestly, you still have a gap down here around 843, 844 area. So it could. If you know, if it really starts to break down, you could be at 734. But yes, take something off the table, especially if you have a huge position. Small 3K. Hey, 3K, man, almost $1. Or yeah, you're up $3 grand. Take half of it off. Don't get killed. If it comes back up, do it again. Goes back down, just hold half and ride it lower. Or take 3/4 of it off and hold a quarter. At least you know, take that other money and put it in some other trades. You know, short the Google. God, Google straight back up. Oh my gosh. This is the crap that drives me nuts. It's like Janet Yellen, that frickin' Seville, right back up. Look, I mean, look at this move. I mean, we called it. We called the bottom pretty damn good today, but I mean, oh shit. Hurry up, get it back above the MAs. We got to do it by the end of the day. Hurry. She must have been on the phone. Look at that. Look at that. They're trying to even get it back on the 60-minute at the Qs. IBB shooting up. Holy crap. Oh, when these markets go, just imagine that was probably one small hedge fund selling today. Wait until they all start selling. It's gonna be, oh, it's gonna get ugly. Then everyone's gonna try to, every time it goes down, I just buy the dip and it goes right back up. I mean, look at this. I mean, all I did was wait like 15 minutes and then I just hopped in and oh my gosh, it's 3 o'clock and it went straight up. It was great. And look at the volume. So someone's coming in and doing something here. Holy crap. It'd be funny though if it came right back in. Then you know something's going on. Yeah, buy the freaking dip. Yep. Unbelievable. But yeah, if you got the small position, 3,000, if that's 3,000 shares, then I'd sell some. Take some money, man. You're not going to go broke taking a profit. That's the problem. Everyone has no problem taking losses, but when you have a profit, it's like, oh man, I could get a little bit more. No, just take it. It feels good when you take profits. It's like, yes, another profit. So that means J&J's got to be ripping now too. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I went to 120. All right. All right, pulling back off the double top. Again, if you're not short J&J, you can short it up here. Probably turn it into a swing trade. I'm hoping to get it for maybe until next week. Take it off, but I don't want to tie up my. Excuse me. Yeah, it's been a long day, guys. Long couple days. I've been doing some live sessions the last couple days. We've been making some money. We did take the Chipotle. If you're new to the room, we took Chipotle here at the lows at the 403. We had a nice bounce. We were already out. I told some people they can hold a little bit if they wanted to. I got my couple bucks, and then everyone else got about 10. Of course, I'm always the one that gets the least amount. Something like that. We did take the IBB yesterday, the other day. We took it off this, pretty much the same thing we did today too. I did not take this trade. Gosh, I should have. This was great. We're saying right here, short it again if you want to take a stab at it. Came back, retraced, and fell. We took the trade right here though. Short, came back in, retraced, boom. We took half off here, and then the rest off almost at the lows each time. That was a good trade too. That's what we're trying to do here, guys. Short-term trades, couple day holds, couple week holds. If we go swing trade, you might go a couple months out. We're looking for the high flyers that are possibly coming in, and that's how we're working it, man. IBM, that one was coming in pretty good too today. Yeah, look at that. That was a bullish pattern too. We're saying 182, 820 was the area. It kept knocking, then boom, straight back in. Yeah, the IYT, the transports are trying to catch a bid. The IWM still kind of the weak one out of all of them. Yeah, freaking SPY goes positive. Oh, is the SPY positive? Yeah, you know what? My something's up with. Hold on here. Something's wrong. Hold on. All right, anyways, no big deal. I'll just go with these guys. All right. Hold on here. I was gonna say, the Dow's only down 9 now. Oh my gosh. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, I'm showing it's still showing at 52 down on my thing here. I use Scottrade for a couple things here. Well, I don't have to pay for a couple of the symbols on there and stuff, and I'm still showing 52 down. What? Thanks. That's working real good today. I don't know why it's not clicking, but that's all right. So we're almost green on the day, guys. Awesome. But the IWM's weak. Oh, the Q's got the back to green. God, it's like freaking clockwork here, guys. Oh, even the SPY's up 11 now. Hey, you know what? We hit the 20 MA on the daily. That's what saved the day. God, we should have bought. I should have bought. Damn it. I don't just trust these pigs, guys. Next thing you know, they pull it off and that's it. Hey, PLCE. I know. I see that, huh? Let's pull it up. We added more to this pig today, and looked like that was the right call. 270. Yeah, but it's Children's Place. This should be $700. I'm sure they'll get an upgrade or do a buyback or some crap like that. But yeah, no, that's yep. Like I said, I'm just gonna hold tight with this one. Had a bunch of guys ripping me yesterday on this trade. I say, hey, it's a monthly chart play. It might take a month. It might take 3 months. But when you get a stock that moves up like this, you got to do it. We went short here and covered already. We started adding at 108, 112, 115, and we added our last position at 120. It's still not a full position. We still go small on these, but I want to make sure that, if I'm in on here, this thing pulls back to 100. I want to make sure I could get at least 10 bucks on this one, or 10%. That's what we're trying to do. But yeah, it's coming in real nice. But, again, we could stay right here and do nothing for the next couple weeks. But, but the big thing we're looking at for this, we're going to come into this double top here around 111. Once we get that and we get below this area at 109, then it's suspect about 100 bucks. We'll fill the gap down in here with no problem. These markets start to break down. We might even end up heading down to 88 bucks on this one too. Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's exactly right, George. That's what we were. You had some low pivots here on the 60-minute too. That's what it's holding. You have this area here, this area of consolidation. So that's what it's holding to. You did hold the low pivot right around here, right around the 236 area. So that's what it's holding. So you had the gap fill up in here, filled it yesterday, but pretty much went into this area here, these low pivots, and right back up. But the ultimate one was the daily chart. You hit the 20 MA, and that's what sparked the firework, the bottle rocket right there. I'll open it up. Right there at 235.86. Once it hit that, you got all the technical traders and the computers and the algos. They're all buying it right here, and that pushes it up. And, save the day. Don't worry. Be happy. We got this. Yeah, I don't know why my freaking – hold on here. No. There's my Scott trade crap. So basically, I get some of these I have to pay for these indexes, but I keep that there because I can – keep an eye on the Dow. That I have Thinkorswim too. I don't really use that one, but let's see if that pops up. No, still dead in the water. My Dow Jones, it just isn't moving. Well, my Nasdaq's showing, so maybe it'll all come in. So Nasdaq's positive. SPY's back to green. Yeah, same old crap, different day. Here we go again. Damn, that was exciting for a little while. So again, we hit the 50 or the 20 MA right here, and that's saving the day. Again, if we're waiting on pattern other than a pullback, we really don't have anything. And here they go. They're going for the gusto. God, holy freaking crap. This is the stuff. Unbelievable. Damn. I hope somebody stepped up on these trades. I couldn't do it. I thought we'd break down a little bit more. We did have good support down in here, but for me, no way. Even numbers, couple things, gap fill, it's like, all right. But man, look at this, guys. 10, 20, and look at the volume coming in too. So someone's coming in and go, oh my gosh, no, it can't close below these lows. Really, they're saving it. It cannot close below these lows of yesterday. If it does, that's slightly more bearish. Look at that. They're on a mission today, guys. The bulls or Yellen, whoever's doing it. Now remember, guys, Yellen has a trading desk on Wall Street, correct? So they're in there too, trading as well. So don't rule that out. That could be somebody in Yellen's henchman group. And that they got trillions of dollars. They could pretty much do whatever they want. For years they were giving everybody POMO every day to the tune of $1 billion. Here's another billion at 10.15. Buy some stocks at 25-to-1 leverage. You'll have 25 billion at 10.15 every day for years. What do you think the markets were going to do? Go down? No, they went straight up, guys, straight up like a balloon. Well, here we go. Let's see if we pull back. Well, we went to the, gap or the, green, see if we pull back. But here, I'm going to show it for all the new guys that are in here, girls too. Monthly chart SPY. I'm going to open this one up for everybody. Here's your green span holding the rates low into the .com bubble, bursts, comes back, goes into this little consolidation, holds it. Housing, everything's great again, lower the rates, blah, blah, blah. Housing bubble, right back in the double top, bursts, right back, holds the bottom, comes right back to this little area of consolidation, but ultimately into these lows too, hold the top. Remember, we're into the 8-year bull rally of March 6th, so 8 years we've been going up. QE1, QE2, QE3 to infinity. If you think these markets are going to go higher from here, maybe. I know I have another area, 240, 240. Well, I think we need a pullback before we go back up. That's the bottom line. If you're looking at charts like I do, this is just insane. I as a business owner as well, we shouldn't even be near these highs. My business is doing pretty good right now, guys, because of the market cycle. But eventually, they're going to pull the plug, and I still think we're going down right back down to 155 when it's all said and done. and that will be double top. So, all right, guys, if you want me to look at something, punch it in with the dollar sign and tell me long or short if you're in a position, and we'll go over some more stuff. I'm almost done here. I'm getting really, really hungry. We've been going for 3.5 hours, I believe. So didn't find too many trades. If someone took the SPY off the low, that was a good one. We did get in the prop P&J or J&J or whatever the hell that stock is. Where is it? J&J. Yeah, it's holding that area. Look at that double top. So let's see what happens with that. And I think, yeah, look at that run. Jeez. And then it's like they pull it back and they one more time. But again, this is a safe haven play, so it could go a little higher. If you want to do this, put it in a swing trade and just ride this one out a little bit. I still think we could get back down to 110, at least a $16 pullback on this one, and then go from there. So, all right, let's see. Anything else? Anything else, guys? Punch it up. Is everything going still on this one? Just want to make sure I'm still live here. Hello? All right, yeah, we're there. So that one's still okay. We added some shorts. We did, let's see here. Yeah, we're pulling back a little bit. Nothing crazy. Whatever. A little bit out of the money on this one, but I'm whatever. I'm a big boy. I can handle myself. So, but all right, let's go back to the IWM real quick. All right, IWM's pulling back. IWM still a weak showing here. Didn't bounce as much as the SPY here, so that's telling me IWM wants to come back to lower prices. We're almost at the 2 or 3:30 time frame, so we have almost a half hour left on the day. Just trying to look over these other. Google went right back up. I mean, look at Google too. So Google, markets get a bid. Look at Google, straight back up. It's almost ridiculous. Gosh, I should have took some of that off. Damn. I'm blabbing away here, but I'm going to hold on to these. Tomorrow I'll keep an eye on these. Do you believe in the psychological supports that hold numbers? Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, even round numbers, 100, 180, 150. Oh yeah, totally. Well, look what we caught on the IWM. We caught the even number at 135. We caught the gap fill, and I think it was a 750 retrace too. So oh yeah, definitely. Well, it's not even really psychological. It's just where other people are buying. So if something's coming down, I'm going to wait until 135. That's what I'm going to do. IWM, yeah, not really hard, but yeah, it's coming down a lot more than the other one, so you got to be watching out for that. XBI again, yeah, you can for a short right now. God, just keep going to the well, huh? If you're gonna go short the XBI, let's look at it real quick. I mean, you can, knowing that it could go up a little bit higher here, which is only 50 cents. So yeah, if you wanted to give it a stab, you might have to hold until tomorrow. But then tomorrow's a wild card with the job number. But yeah, I don't have a problem with it if you wanted to do it. I mean, pretty much every time it's going up, it's coming in, going up, and this, but I would love to see it go up a little bit more. But on the 10-minute, you're running into these moving averages. Basically, if you get above these moving averages, come back, you could start shooting up a little bit higher. But then you're looking at 7150 or so. If you get above the 7150 area, you start getting, then you could probably go a little bit higher. But as a short-term trade, I have no problem with taking that if you wanted to do that. Jonathan, sure. I see rotation in healthcare, better sectors of short. Sure, yeah, you're going to see some of that, but eventually when these markets go, it's all going down. Again, I don't care what it is. I don't care if people are rotating into whatever. Even Apple will come down. Yeah, but even like Aetna's up. I think isn't Humana up too? I think it's got to be up. I don't have it up on here. Humana. I think that's HUM. Yeah, that's up a little bit, but Humana's right back in the double top. If you want to short Humana, short that one. But then you're kind of playing with the news with the Healthcare Act and all that crap, so you got to watch out for that. Yeah, but home builders too. Home builders are going to be done as well. I mean, yeah, but the only reason they're buying these things because they were low flying turds. They were getting into them around here because they were the only things they could. A lot of these they're rotating in the stocks that are low flyers because you can't do anything with the SPY, you can't do anything with the Facebooks, you can't do anything with the IWMs because they're all at all-time highs. So they're rotating capital into these turds, but eventually we're trying to find areas where these things are going to pull back. You get a run from 24 to 36, that's a hell of a run. This thing's almost done. You have the 618 on toll, you have the 750 coming up, and then you have the big breakdown bars. This could be the end of the road for this stuff. That's why we added more tolls on the short side today. So just getting ready for these things. What sites do you regular for any research? I don't go to any sites, Steve. Nothing. I just look at the charts, man. I look at the charts. I mean, stock twits, I'll watch for the symbols that are up on top, that are the trending ones, then that means something could possibly be going on with those. But yeah, I just do charts. That's it. I don't go to any news. I don't even, guys, I don't even have CNBC on my TV at home. I have Bloomberg because we canceled. I don't watch TV. I don't want to hear the news. I don't want anything put in my head. Just like in the beginning of the year with OPEC, how many people went long in oil at the beginning of the year? Everybody. Oh my gosh, OPEC. Oh, did you hear the news? They're going to clamp it and oil's going through the roof. Janet Yellen and the Fed cannot have higher oil prices, period. That will ruin the whole experiment with what they're doing. Because, guys, this is a big experiment. They've never done this shit before. So you got to watch out for that thing. Yeah, the sites I look at nothing. I'll look at Bloomberg for futures at night. CNBC, like I said, I don't have. I don't have any of the news programs, the CNNs, and any of that crap. And I used to watch that stuff. I wouldn't trade against it, but I'd watch it. Then I'd start like, wait a minute, OPEC's doing what? Oh my gosh, my oil's short. No, I don't want to hear anything. I follow the charts and that's it. Can you take another look at rig? Why? What's it doing now? Popping up. Well, yeah, everything's popping up. SPY got a bid for 40 minutes. Where did rig go? Rig went up for 40 minutes. So yeah, for me, I would have shorted up here. We'd be out. I don't know. We're into support on rig. I mean, it could go higher, but right now, there's really nothing telling me anything other than we had a little bit of a pullback, on here. We did talk about support in this area, but the problem is with longs, if these markets go down, this thing's going down. It does have great support down here, 200 MA, but it might be a one-day bounce and then next day murder. So hard to say with markets like this. We're going in some big news, job report tomorrow, but you still have gaps to fill down here lower. So right now we're getting a bounce off this area that you'd expect it because that's support. But for me, if you wanted to take that chance, coming to support 618 to 50 MA. 50 MA is at a little bit lower. So, but you're coming off of a high pivot. You set up sideways, getting down. This would have been spot right here on this retrace. You'd have been shorting right here at 15, 16 bucks. For me, you're chasing it down. Right now, we could bounce. I'd rather have it retrace back up and short it again. Markets are catching a bid again, so you can't help yourself on that. Everything's catching a bid because look, mom, no hands, 62 million on the SPY. All we gotta do is push it up, and everything's gonna follow. That's what these guys are doing right now. This thing's going up. Google, everything's going up right now. Even oil's going up. And oil's closed on the day, but hey, everything's catching a bid. So overall, everything on the S&P 500, that SPY goes up, everything's going up. Period. Market makers just sit back and they're like, all right, this is cool. Just let it keep going. But the IWM's still a little bit on the weak side. Everything else is going positive. SPY's positive. This is amazing, guys. These guys, holy crap. Yeah, I can see that too, Gary. So let's see here. Rig. No, I don't. No research at all. Just charts. I'll follow earnings here and there and stuff. If I'm playing high flyer monthly charts, earnings doesn't really bug me. If it goes up, I just make sure I have enough to add more to my position. Guys, even if you have a huge account, like if you have $100,000 account, I would be in $10,000 positions and just spread all the way through. That's it. That's all you need. Those come in 5, 6, 7%. You're making 700 every time. As soon as you get out of one of those, you put it into another one and just keep going at. Am I on tomorrow? Maybe. I did it every day this week, and let me tell you, this stuff beats me up. It's on the fly crap, I got everyone throwing questions, doing this stuff. When I get off the mic here, it's like, my gosh, I'm beat up. So yeah, but I want to do it tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, the news is a distraction. It doesn't matter. Price action matters as long as you stay away from the head. Yeah. And I'll play the headlines. That's why I got the stock twits up. I see the ones that are trending. I even got and if you guys follow me, my mom calls me, hey, look at this stock. It's falling like a piece of crap. Well, is there a support level? And I'll try to find something. Aside from SPY, what indexes is good monitor for daily swing trades? The SPY pretty much. You can follow the IWM, but the SPY is pretty much the one you want to follow. As you can tell, SPY goes up, and look, everything's going up. You can just go through every chart now. Everything's catching a bid, period. I mean, you'll still have some low flyers that are going on some news or something. As long as the SPY's going up, though, hey, everything's good again. Don't worry. Just buy the dips. It's been working forever. This is the conditioning, guys. Oh my God. An hour ago, you're like, holy cow, everything's breaking down. We're having fun. Oh my gosh. And all of a sudden, like you go away, you come back, it's like, wow, everything's positive again. Oh my gosh, should have bought the dip. But eventually it won't work. And when it doesn't, you're gonna get your ass whooped. WTW is forming a bull flag. Is that Weight Watchers? Freaking Oprah. The Oprah effect. It's like the Trump trade. Well, we're right here on the weekly on the 200 moving average. That stopped at like a brick wall. There's probably a retrace there too as well. This is another one. If Oprah farts, it's going to go up a little higher. If Oprah, jumps off the bandwagon, it's probably going to go lower. Had earnings. That's why it popped. Apparently, she's bringing some more people on, the Oprah effect. And then yeah, I wouldn't say it's a bull flag. To me, I mean, I see what you're saying, but bull flag would have to be at the higher. This is kind of in the middle here. I just don't like this stock. The volume sucks on it. What's the volume today? 1 million shares. Went up on news. If anything, I'd short it. That's me though. I don't care what earnings they have. This is another one. Oh, Oprah did it. And the next thing you know, just like when Oprah, when she came over here. Hold on. Let's open this one up. I think this was the Oprah effect right here. It's Oprah. And then, wait, it's Oprah? No. Oh, wait, Oprah. So I'm thinking it's going to go straight down. If you're long in this one, just tighten the stop up. I don't see that. I don't like a bull flag. I see what you're saying. But you'd have to take off this candle. If you took off that candle, then maybe. But right now, you just have some inside consolidation inside this bar. Nothing great. I mean, if you're looking to go up, I mean, this thing has to start going up. If you want to look at it this way too, you could put a retrace in this high, that high. You're trying to hold a 618. If you come back down here to 17, then I think you're going to retest these lows here. But the SPY's catching another bid, guys. So everything's going straight up. Damn, unbelievable. This market's nuts. So did Trump say something? It's all fixed now with whatever he was talking about earlier. Maybe that's what it was. Oh my gosh, Trump's doing what? Oh wait, he's saving the day now. Jeez. So yeah, but even wait. I mean, look at this. You're down sideways on this. This is slightly bearish. On intraday stuff, you're back below the MAs. Daily's not bad though, but I'd just stay away from this one. I worried about the snap up. Both are going down. I'm shorting, but I'm worried about. Yeah, no, you can short this one. If you get a snap up, it starts getting above this 20, then I'd stay away. But yeah, I would have no problem shorting this. But you got to get below this green line, right around the 1650, and then ultimately test this low at 1611. If you could get below 1611, then you're coming down here to fill the gap around 1441. You go back up to the $20 area. Just watch if it, don't stop out if it just goes up here. Wait for some follow through. If it gets to 2021, then you might have to step aside on this one or add more. Don't load the house here. Add more if it moves up a little bit and take it from there. Hey, no problem, guys. We appreciate it. Yes, thank you, John. I'm probably heading out for the day. Hey, thanks. Hey, no problem, guys. Hey, thanks for coming to the live session. Love doing this stuff. And again, hopefully some guys caught that bottom there. Damn, we called it pretty good. I never thought we'd bounce that much. If you're long the IWM, what you're talking about, take some off. That's a 60-cent bounce. If you're long the SPY, you got more than that. Damn. Look at that crap. Unbelievable. But it did. It hit the 20 MA. I just don't. It's like every time. But you got to remember, it didn't hit the 20A. 20 MA since February. So 1st of February. So it's about a month. So it's building pressure. So all the computer algos are like, all right, if it hits the 20 MA, we're going to buy. And then you get all the other scalpers too. But, they're buying. They probably sold. They're starting to sell right here. They're starting to take some off right here. That's why it went back down. So when they were buying long here, it popped up. They started selling. That's why it was pulling back. It popped up again. They started selling again. They got all the sellers out because all the technical guys already took their 20, 30 cents. And then, boom, it goes up. And this is when the market makers want you to chase this shit. So apparently there's no really, hardcore buyers in this thing, or they'd be pulling it back. So instead, they're squeezing everybody who went short here because, oh my gosh, here it goes. And then boom, squeeze, 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 squeeze. So no one's really buying because it wouldn't be going up. So right now, I think they're squeezing. They're doing a hell of a job because everybody who was long here, they all sold, went short here. Now they're getting squeezed the other way. I used to be that kind of trader. I'd be long here going, all right, come on. And all of a sudden it start breaking down. I'd sell down here. I'd go short. And then they'd squeeze it in my head for 50 minutes. And right here, I'd be like, oh my gosh, get me out of this trade. I'd cover here and then go long. And then they'd take it the other way. So I was the guy always on the wrong side of the trade. It was awesome. Until I, went and paid someone to teach me, basically. So all right, guys. Yeah, I'm going to head out here. There's a half hour left. If you're in the Alta short with me, I have a small position. If Alta pops up after hours, I will be adding more to that short. If it goes down, enjoy the ride down. Let's look at it really quick. If you are short with Alta with me, hold on. Let's open this chart up here. We are pulling back a little bit. If I'm looking at, if it goes back up, if it pops up 190, 300, I'll be adding. I'll be out of the money a little bit, but I'm going to hold on to this one. This is one that went up way too far, way too fast. If you look at the monthly chart, we've done this one. Well, let's go to the week. I think weekly chart. Let's see if that shows it. Yeah, weekly was great. We've shortened here, covered here, shorted there, covered here, shorted here, covered here. Now we started adding here at double top. If it pops up, we'll add more and then ride it down. Trade, no problem, man. Thanks, man. I'll try to be a regular in here. Good to listen to the headphones while I'm at work. Yeah, there's so many people at work listening. It's hilarious. But I'm going to try to do some stuff, nightly stuff. Maybe I'll do 3-day sessions and a couple nightly sessions because there will be more people. And eventually, if I do charge for my subscription, it will be minimal, maybe $25 a month. Depends how many members I get on. I don't need the money, but like my wife's the one more bugging me going, are these guys paying you to do this stuff? You worked hard at this stuff. You paid your people, for 3-4 years, and you were taught. And then I'm like, relax. We're doing okay. But, you still take a lot of time. You could be, because usually, guys, I'll trade the first hour and a half in the morning. I'll make my money. I'm done for the day. I'll come back maybe in the afternoon to see if I could take something else. I put on my trades and I enjoy my life. So if I'm doing this stuff full time, I'm going to have to make something here because I like my time. I like, I go to my school, my kids' school. I help them with, I'm the cafeteria dad, helping with lunchtime and stuff. It's pretty funny. And all the moms are like, what do you do for a living? I said, I own a printing company and I do a little stuff in the stock market, blah, blah, blah. All right, guys, let's see. We still have 20 minutes left. Does not mean this market will pull back. It looks like they got everything where they needed it to be, but keep an eye on that Alta. If it does pop up, definitely add some short positions to this. Let's go through the IWM really quick. This is the one that's keep catching my eyes, guys. We went right back to the 20 MA, and it's still, pretty much where it really broke down. Little consolidation right back up on a small retrace, and it just can't get above it. Let's see if we can end up at the lows of the day. If we end up at the low of the day on the IWM, that's going to be that. This one's talking to us. Let's go to the IYT real quick, too, before I take off. Yeah, IYT2 is weak as well. That one's still holding down like the IWM. Had some pretty good volume here, so maybe some people distributing say, hey, you know what, I'm done with this trade. But just beware that tomorrow we have some news. I still think possibly just a flat day because everyone's expecting fireworks, but we'll see how it comes, and we'll trade what they give us, on the intraday basis and on the swing trades as well. So, it's not what I think, it's what the markets are giving us as a trade. So that's how I trade usually. Oh, gosh. All right, guys. Thanks again for coming to the live session. I think I'm going to try to do one again around noon tomorrow Eastern time, maybe 1 o'clock. We'll see how my day goes. Actually, yeah, I could probably do a couple hours tomorrow. We'll have to see. I have a couple jobs that are due from my printing company, so I got to take care of those this afternoon. But hey, guys, I really appreciate you signing up for my membership. I really appreciate you following on my stock twits, on my YouTube, all that stuff. I'm just trying to do something I'd love to do, guys. And one thing I love is watching charts and trying to figure out where these damn stocks are going. So thanks again, guys. Really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll be doing something tomorrow. All right. Thanks again. God bless. See you on the charts.